Hmm? Yeah. Hmm? Hmm? What happened? Yo, Rick. Happy day to you, mate. Boom. I should put a YouTube there. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Oh, it's Eclipse. Gotta put the Eclipse logo. Mm-hmm. This should actually be reversed. What if I do this? We think. Should I put jubdavid.com? Let's see. Jubdavid.com. Oh, God. Yo.
Oh, good, Lukey, because people have asked me a little more to describe perhaps the overall condition of people over the earth, and could there be something which you could just say, which is the overall condition of the earth, which is to do with the condition, I'd say that it's cystic fibrosis, and most may not have really heard much about that. They could have heard that, oh, you know, you have stiff muscles or your joints, your body aches a bit, and this sort of thing. But most won't know that that's a jaundiced condition.
Makes sense.
Okay, and all conditions start with a bit of a jaundiced condition of cystic fibrosis, and those that are born in the East, nearly 100% are born with jaundiced condition, and 50% of those born in the West here also, and it sort of clears up for them somewhat over the first 4 months, 4 weeks or so. But a baby's skin, where anybody could have tasted or licked that, parents could have said that the skin of the baby tasted a little salty. It's usual it wouldn't, but that if the skin tastes a little salty, it's evidence of sort of like blocked ducts and things not open and plugged. And basically, where you could say that an epigenetic condition is we can less than allow a protein, amino acid to be present that lets salt be not excreted but held onto. And when you could imagine most of our condition is sort of something which could have been in an ocean environment where our cells are, and all the organelles in our cells are floating in a sodium sea, and that sodium sea is different from anything from the land because it's only potassium on the land, but sodium more in the sea, and so our blood is salty. It's got sodium chloride, and it has massive amounts of calcium, and these two elements, like salt water, seawater, up to a certain point, you could use ocean seawater to fertilise the land. 10% of that it's straight with nature. It has a property of permittivity and amphoterics and antiphilics. And permittivity is the ability to take on a charge and release that, pass it on. And amphoterics is the capacity to be able to be a south or a north, depending on what's needed. And antiphilics is the ability to be able to mix oil and water together. And salt has to have properties which assist to cause it to be combined, and if it's enzymatically active, it's very useful. Otherwise, we perish without any salt, but salt that comes from all inland is enzyme resistant and doesn't really do the job as well as what an ocean wind evaporated salt does, because that can be lifestyle transmutated. And so the industry shows you that you can only have so much of that rock salt, and it's annoying to everybody. You have to put on a label how much of that salt that's got in there, because you can only have so much of that salt, that rock salt. I can't imagine anybody just grinding up rocks and giving it to their baby. Salt, which comes from the ocean, is living, versus from rocks it's not. Anyway, must have a amino acid deficiency that they could have been born with, epigenetic somewhat, and it can have lessened around it to have proper capacity to cause sodium to be kept and always to be excreted, and so that because it can come low to be low, but excreted in excess. And can imagine fluids where salt is excreted in excess, it becomes thickened, and because calcium is 10,000 to 1 outside the cell than it's on the inside, and the same as sodium. Sodium is very high on the outside, and potassium is on the inside of the cell. And calcium is 10,000 to 1 on the outside than inside. So you can see that it's going to push calcium uphill to get it outside the cell. And when people are cross-sold, or they are in limited mind function, or they have been always cross-sold, would have been released, and all these stress hormones, and that causes the body to start to dry up, like a dry mouth. And so pancreas, when someone really doesn't have the sweetness of life, they cannot really have proper pancreatic function. So, you're practicing whole bone functioning anymore in the sweetness of life, and these are the things which cause your pancreas to function. And 26 grams more or protein is produced in your intestine every day, and it's producing all the essential fatty acids and everything that you need, that somebody could take care of what this is. But when we're born, like I said, in the East, the vast majority of people are born to autism, 50% here, and it's really not so rare that all sorts of hepatomegaly types of conditions affecting the liver, and hyperbilirubinemia, which is excessive bilirubin. Isn't able to process sodium proper and keep it, but excretes it, and it thickens up the mucus, and so it's not thin.
Yeah.
And the baby's pancreas can't secrete.
Okay, now we're going to do it because now I'm so big on next time. I want to hear a dazed and confused about that one, please.
Okay. Hey, Jay. Oh, you know what? Your Beatles choice the other day, it got a copyright strike on the, not a strike, but a copyright infringement. I had to mute the video. I wonder about Zeppelin. Probably the same thing will happen with Zeppelin.
Dazed
Well, you don't have to put it out there.
and confused.
Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true.
Okay.
Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Soul of a woman was created below. You hurt and abused, telling all of your lies. Run round, sweet baby, Lord, how they hypnotize. Sweet little baby, I don't know where you've been. Gonna love you, baby. Here I come again. Every day I work so hard, bringing home my heart and pain. Trying to love you, baby, but you push me away.
How did I find David
Know
Joe?
where you're going, wanna know just where you've been. Sweet little baby, I want you again.
I'm gonna mute the stream for a second. sang that.
Something else.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Ooh. You want to hear that one, huh?
Huh?
You want to hear that one too?
Which one is that one?
You're the best thing ever happened to me?
Rain on my penny?
Yep.
I've never heard it before.
Come on.
Okay. Yes or no? I've never heard it.
Alright, if you want something else, let me know. Coming.
It's been a long day. Things been going my
What is
way,
it?
and though I need you.
I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Alright.
Okay. I'm trying to like this one while I'm here, okay?
Don't mess with the Freemasons. I don't pick up the phone.
Roger?
Roger.
Roger?
Roger that, Nightbird.
Goodbye.
So, what was I doing here? Oh. Okay. I actually gotta listen to this over again.
G'day, mate. It is, got a really great show, which, look, g'day, mate. It is, got a really great show, which a lot of people have been asking more a bit. What's going on there? Yeah. 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 G'day, mate. G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show.
I can't go through the whole thing and cut out all the ums. That would take too long.
G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show, which a lot of people have been asking more a bit about. Which.
During at any time. You may begin speaking now. Hey. Okay, first order of business. I want to make sure you understand I need a picture of you with your face, okay? Because take away my last one. They get rid of old cells, okay? You hear me?
Yep.
Affirmative?
Loud and clear.
And then I want you to pick out a picture of me and the more current one as a blonde, looking pretty, beautiful, that you like, and I want that. that I want Raphael, okay, the green man woman thing, okay? Those three I've got to have, okay?
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you. When do you think you'll get that done? Tonight, maybe? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight? Okay, great. We're midnight tonight. We can be out between 8:15 and 2 p.m. So I might call you. Is that okay? 9:30?
Alright. You can try. You can try. I've been trying to go to sleep early, but you know, it hasn't been working out, so can always try.
What? Honey, I can't understand what you're saying.
You can always try.
Okay. Well, I like that. No, I like that. Okay, look. I would like to hear what you play for me from Abbey Road from the Beatles, from Harry Got Wait on through the ending of the album.
Gotta mute. What do you think of my balcony? This guy's fucking dead. Come on! Watched some Tough last night and forgot how bad he knocked out Sam Morgan. That was a vicious knee. Bro, I elbowed him right before that. And it made him drop into the knee. Deadly elbows. The knee was just the icing on the cake. This guy's alive, I think. What's going on here? I'm gonna have to cut it. This guy. Gotta mute this. Oh, You said you're hanging up?
You didn't hear me? Huh?
You getting off?
Am I getting off? What do you mean by that?
Off the phone.
Oh, no, not this moment. I'm just telling you tonight, I think we're going to start with the wall, okay, by Pink Floyd. And you're going to start the album for me, okay? And we're going to listen. I'm going to listen to it until it hangs up. Until I hang up. It's about 15 minutes. So you're going to stop it when the 15 minutes is up. And pause it, okay?
Really?
You ever heard the wall?
Have I heard the wall? Come on.
The wall.
Have
Yeah,
you
it's by Pink Floyd. And it,
have you ever watched it with The Wizard of Oz?
yes, I have actually. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. That would be, it's not the wall. I don't think that's the wall. It's Dark Side of the Moon, I thought. But you might be right. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Well, is that right?
That's right. That's right.
So,
Pink Floyd was a little before my time, but I got into them and the Doors. Also.
yeah, did you have you ever seen the movie The Wall?
Yeah. Long time ago, but
Bob Doyle also plays in that. It's crazy. It's a good album. So I'm going to start with that. And listen to it. And then, like, I'm going to call you. We'll just keep listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, until it's done. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're gonna.
Saying?
How long is the album? You said you want to do just a piece, or you call them?
It's whenever, you know, I'm able to call you. And, you see, I've got pretty good money for phone calls because I'm not buying commissary this time. I'll be calling a lot. Oh, it's okay. So answer your phone, you know, physically. Keep on through that, okay?
You gotta pay like what, 25 cents a call or something?
Oh, it's supposed to, I think it's like $3 and something. Not much.
$3 a call, huh?
Yeah, $3.35 or something like that. Not that bad for what I get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for what I get out of it, come on. I get to call you of all people. That's just crazy. Okay, darling. Well, I will call you later, okay?
You're just fluffing my feathers.
What?
You're just tooting my horn, aren't you?
I can't hear you. What you guys?
I said, you are just goosing my feathers.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think you may be better than that. Gotcha. Well, you may be better than that, don't you? What do you think?
The wise man knows he knows.
Look at your feathers.
The wise man knows.
Huh?
I said the wise person knows.
The what? The wise person knows?
The wise person knows that they don't know.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I don't want to know.
Well, certain things you need to know, okay? Certain things you can count on. So,
I knows what I knows.
you know that by now about me. Huh? I think you know, okay? Hey, you remember when we went to that, to the Hamptons on the train? You remember that?
You want to believe.
And you remember we were on that dating show? Remember that? Remember that dating
Oh
show?
no.
That's it. You remember that?
You gotta bring up these memories.
You did all jealous to see it, didn't you? But I didn't, did I?
I honestly, all I remember about that night was being in the back seat of a car and the people in the front seat were
Oh, yeah.
passing cocaine back and forth and battle rapping. And I was just sitting in the back seat like, what do I want? I gotta be honest, he had some pretty hot lyrics, but not my style of music.
I had laughed. I thought it was, I just had the funnest time.
I need a little more melody in my tunes. You You have some of the best tastes besides me in music ever.
Oh, thank you, darling. It's been a lifelong thing for me. As a little girl, my dad was a musician, my aunt's a jazz singer. So I grew up around a musical environment. So, yeah, I love it. It's my life.
DJ Nightbird.
It's my life. Yeah. I am.
Always hits.
I really am. I'm starting to sing again, and that's the biggest gift I've gotten out of this besides reconnecting with a dear friend of mine, which is you. Yeah, so things are great. Things could be better, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to go now, and I will call you later.
I won't keep any longer. Later.
I love you, bye. Goodbye.
Jim Morrison was a hell of a poet. Joe Stevenson. Oh man. There's one time when I could have knocked him out after I crossed him. You know, instead of going for the flying knee, I should have did my best move, which was my left kick. Somehow, I think I lost. I didn't knock it. Not that I lost on purpose. I shouldn't say that. I was about to say that I did it on purpose, but really, what I meant to say was, I didn't knee him in the face when I could have. Like, instead of the flying knee like that, you know the other one that people do? They do the jump switch knee. So instead of trying, I think it was my left knee, right? I tried to do a flying left knee, and he caught my leg. But if I did a jump right knee, switch to a left knee, jumping switch knee, that's the one that knocks people out these days. Jumping switch knee. Or my best move would have been, at that time, my left high kick or my left kick in general. I could have just blasted with my left kick instead of did the flying knee. How am I going to do a flying knee when I don't even practice that? Am I going to practice a flying knee on my sparring partners? No, that's rude. I don't want to flying knee my sparring partners in the face. So how am I going to practice that? But my left kick, I did actually kick people in the face with that. I did that to Matt Serra. The first time we ever sparred, I left high kicked Matt Serra right in the mouth. And the whole gym froze because he was getting ready for UFC, and I was like, you know, testing out to be his sparring partner. Kicked him right in the face. And everybody's like, oh, Matt. He's like, I love it. That's what he said. And then I think he also gave me a concussion that day with the overhand right. A concussion like he hit me, rocked me really good, and I got nauseous. That's how I know it's a concussion. Or a sub-concussion. Let me finish this so Doyle's here. You sounded like him there. Oh, I love it!
G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show, which
I can see the...
a really great show.
Right there. Boom. Whoop. Boom. Boom.
G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show, which a lot of people have been asking. G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show, which... What? G'day, mate. Yeah. Got a really great show, which a lot of people have been asking more a bit about codependency and
Longo.
that sort of thing, and
The guy
narcissism.
is a
Narcissistic
Jeet
disorder.
Kune Do
Interesting, of course,
stylist.
narcissism itself just means self-love. And self-love, that's fine. It's just that where it comes to be a bit of a disorder. Yeah. I have a feeling that that's something which is a topic that we could talk a bit about, and maybe talk a bit about it, and how do you manage things like that? But first, sort of kind of, how can you define what this is? Yeah. Have you heard about codependency?
I've definitely heard of it.
If you were to say something, like, what would you imagine?
Alright, now, gotta stretch this all the way out.
Somebody's trying to get a benefit because they'll help and do things for others, but overdoing things and doing things which others should do for themselves. And when you or I do something which somebody should do for themselves, you have done somebody a bit of a disservice.
164, I waited.
It's real important that somebody can bring someone along, and they can see that something is existing which they haven't examined and they can look at, and an answer comes along within some of this, like what we've been talking about.
So,
I was 164 and I put not ankle weights but big magnets. Somehow I had like these big magnets in my feet, in my bag. They might have been. I think I weighed in at 167. I was 167 at the weigh-ins, and I was actually 164 pounds for that fight against Hamden McCrory. Holy, that guy had to cut. He probably was 190 or more. Hamden McCrory's 6'4", right? 6'6". I forgot. Dude hit me. I thought he was too far away. At the beginning of the fight, I think. Did I gain any weight before the fight? No, I probably lost weight. I was just empty. Because I didn't want to have to be digesting food. So I stopped eating and I just rested for a couple of days before the fight. I just drank my own pee and had herbs, like these little powdered herbs. It was nothing. And I kept drinking my pee until I was pooping completely nothing out, just like not even material, just like poop water, light color, not even, I wasn't eating anything, so I was just drinking the pee. It was washing me out, and so that was it. That was the day before weigh-ins, maybe, or the day of weigh-ins, and then I didn't do anything else until fight time. I just rested. The concept is to not have to be digesting food. And also, not having extra material, and weight. The weight would be a hindrance because if you're sitting there and you got this thing, this bolus, right? And now you're doing these extreme movements, and like that adds to what your muscles have to deal with. So if if it's not functioning anything, if it's not doing anything, the food, right? It's sitting there. Now, people say, oh yeah, but you need to eat food for energy. Okay, but How about this? You're fighting, you're not getting energy from your food. That's why people get cramps, is because all the blood goes away from the digestion to the skeletal muscles. Am I wrong? Let's prove this shit right now. Joe Rogan, he said, I would trust a doctor. How's that working out for you, buddy? He goes, I would trust get doctor's supervision for that. But he did say, I'll give you this, Joe Rogan. You did say I know my own body better than anyone. So that's the reason why I did fasting, and we're going to prove it right now. We're going to prove the science behind it. All right? Here. First thing I'm going to say is, does adrenaline send all your blood to your muscles instead of your digestion, thus causing cramps? Key actions of adrenaline include increasing the heart rate, increasing blood pressure, expanding the air passages of the lungs, enlarging the pupil in the eye, decreasing sensitivity to pain, improve vision, hearing, and other senses, slowing digestion, redistributing blood to the muscles. When adrenaline is released into your bloodstream, your heart beats faster, you breathe faster, your digestion slows so that other muscles can use the blood that digestive organs would normally use. Boom. I just proved it. If you have food in your system and you're trying to fight for your life, which is going to cause an adrenaline release. Can anybody dispute that you have adrenaline release during a physical fight? Such as MMA is? It doesn't quicken metabolism, Rick says. Not according to the internet. Are you saying that's not proof what I just did? Alright. I think that's the whole science behind life food, what I was just listening to, which is low cortisol release or no cortisol release. So if I have a leaky gut and I'm always having cortisol because it's like a wound, I have a wound as a leaky gut, as a wound, an open, tissue from the, it's on the inside, but it's actually the outside of the body. It's on the outside of the lining of my intestine, which is the inside of the tube. You trust me on health more than yourself? Oh boy. I'm just relaying Jub's messages, but I try to do it properly. And, the way that I would want somebody to do it for me. I gotta work out more. I took off this week. Trying to get my energy back through fasting. People think, oh yeah, well, how do you expect to get energy if you're not eating? I'm gonna get more energy if I can get rid of the false lining of the intestine. Let's look this up. More science lessons. False lining of the intestine. Cleansing. You're full of crap, literally. Whoa. Mucoid plaque, here we go. Or mucoid cap or rope is a term used to describe what is claimed to be a combination of harmful mucus-like material and food residue that they say coats the gastrointestinal tract of most people. Okay. Let me rephrase this. How did I meet Jub? I met Jub in New York City at his restaurant, deli, outpatient clinic for his herbal pharmacy called Jub's Longevity. And I went in there because somebody at my gym gave me a audio tape since you asked. Full to the back. I spent $250 to get the New Life Expo, and then I got the rest of these from his locker. There he is. Cha-ching. Come on in. Stay a
You're
while.
getting in shape again. You're getting in shape again. I lost 10 pounds. I lost almost 10
starting
pounds.
off with the stories
I
already.
lost almost 10 pounds. I'm still fat, but I was 220, so I was real fat. Now I'm still fat, but I lost 10 pounds, so I'm getting somewhere. I'm still a fat pig, but I'm getting somewhere. You know? Think I worked out with you more.
Oh, we could work out today.
Great. I have this tooth coming out of my mouth.
I
Very painful.
still have a cassette player. Oh, you can't chew.
I can chew, but it's
I was
very
gonna
hard.
I was gonna make a smoothie anyway.
I can chew, but it's very hard.
Let me finish what I was finishing. Come on in. This is the studio,
Yeah.
the music studio. Here's the let me just move that thing out of your way.
Ugh.
Alright.
Oh, my leg is killing me. I have a knee injury from years ago. I have a shooting pain at my leg. I think it's arthritis.
Which one?
This leg here. I think it's arthritis. You probably could do something about
Your left leg?
it. Yeah, you probably could do something about it. I was thinking about that. You probably could do something about it.
Probably.
Anybody could at you. The pain shoots up out of nowhere. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it does get pain, it is painful. It shoots up out of nowhere, and the pain shoots up in the leg. It's from a knee injury. I had a knee injury years ago. Like when I was 17, I had a knee injury. I think I got arthritis from the knee injury. That's why it's shooting pain.
And the shooting pain is in your knee?
No, it's in my leg.
In your thigh?
It comes from my knee. It shoots up my leg. Shoots up my
Okay.
thigh.
It shoots up your thigh?
Shoots up my thigh, yeah. It doesn't feel, I don't feel it in the knee, but I know it's coming from the knee because it shoots up from the knee.
Oh, into your thigh.
The whole thigh is painful, shooting pain. And the pain shoots from the knee. It's not in the knee, but I know it's coming from there. And it shoots up the thigh. The pain is in the thigh.
Okay. It sounds like a nerve.
Whatever it was, it has to do with this knee injury. Whatever it is, it has something to do with the knee injury. Everything to do with the knee injury. It's got to be. Nothing else could have caused it. And I think over the years, that nerve got worse and worse. And now it's like severe pain. They used to give me medication for it. I don't get it anymore.
What?
Yeah.
You used to get pain medication?
For the knee, yeah, because it hurts so bad. Hurts so bad.
Holy.
I would stand up and excruciating pain shooting up my thigh, and I had to do something, so I got on medication for it.
Wow.
Then the pain went away, so I thought I didn't need the medication anymore, and a few months later it came back.
Mm.
But I don't think medication's the answer. I think you probably can correct it.
Come on, bro. You don't think drugs are the answer?
I don't think so.
Came to the right place.
I don't think drugs are the answer. I don't think they do any good for anything. I wanted off these psych meds all my life. I never thought they were any good.
Right.
When I came to you and you said the drugs are no good, I went, wow, somebody else believes the same thing I believe.
What?
Yeah, because I always believed that any kind of drug, especially antipsychotics, are no good. And I had nobody agreeing with me. When I came to you and you said the same thing, I was like, finally somebody sees eye to eye with me. Because even if they didn't like the drugs, they say, well, they could be necessary. No, they're not necessary. I knew they weren't necessary for anyone. When I came to you, you were the first one at the time to agree with that, and I like finally somebody sees eye to eye with me.
Wow. Hold this with your right hand.
I used to believe in drugs for emergency situations, like if someone's being operated on or something. Only time I believed in it. Only time I believed in it.
Don't go too far, Sir Doyle.
Or like this, if someone was in pain like this and took a painkiller, at the time I didn't know how else to do it. Now I say, well, Mr. Luke can take care of it. Back then, I didn't know how else to take care of it, so I used to take when someone had pain like that, I would take a painkiller. Otherwise, I never believed in drugs.
Well, don't start saying that you don't even need to have surgery. Some people get into a car accident or something.
No, I need surgery. I'm saying if I'm having surgery, I believe in medication so you don't feel the pain from the surgery. I believe in surgery.
They gotta knock you out for some of that stuff.
Well, I believe in surgery, and I believe that if you get surgery, sometimes drugs are necessary to knock you out so you don't feel the pain. Am I right?
Roll this up.
Am I right, though? All right. That you have
How far up your leg does it go?
all the way up.
All the way up to your hip?
No, just up to here.
Up to there? Alright. Here's what we're gonna do.
Don't you agree, though, that surgery is sometimes drugs are
You guys
needed?
getting this?
So drugs are needed in surgery, so that they don't feel the pain in the surgery. 'Cause
I'm just
they
saying,
get-
if somebody needs emergency surgery, I'm not gonna say don't go to the hospital.
Yeah. And they need drugs when they have the surgery so they don't feel the pain and they don't want to go die of a state of shock. They'll take the drugs when they're taking surgery. Then I believe in drugs.
Where does it start?
All year.
So it doesn't go into the knee?
No.
Alright. So basically from here
Yeah.
to the napkin or below?
Yeah, napkin.
Okay, because you don't want to get it on the
Yeah,
napkin.
put it up to here. Put it up to here. Put it up to here.
So you're gonna put it on your hand.
Okay.
I would say use this hand.
All right.
All right. And you're gonna do one squirt
Yeah.
for the person. Like if you're doing this for somebody else,
Yeah.
it's one squirt
Yeah.
for the injury or the turn a little side like straight up.
So this is for everything, huh? This stuff.
Okay. And now you let it warm up in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you don't just splat it on there. You gently turn and you push your hand onto the area. Go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now it's only one squirt for the injury. You get another squirt for your hand. Okay. You got to turn it more like a cup because it's gonna fall off. Okay, go. Well, he's going both hands. All right. You don't need to use both hands, but you can. And now you got to do that for 15 minutes.
Am I right, Joe? Someone has surgery, they might need drugs so that they don't feel the pain of the surgery?
That's what I'm saying. If somebody gets an injury, like they get into a car accident, they got to go to the hospital.
And they have to have an operation, they need drugs to so that they don't feel the pain of the
As far as pain medicine goes, if somebody gets it, don't touch your clothes, bro. See?
pain medication,
Just use that hand, okay?
so that
This
they
hand
don't
will work.
feel the pain of the operation. If somebody's operated on and they don't have something to knock them out, and so you don't
If
feel
somebody
pain.
gets into an accident and they need surgery, they probably need pain meds already
Exactly, because
from the accident. Okay, now don't touch the castor oil with your hand. See,
yeah.
that's stained. Just castor
So-
oil stains.
So
Keep
that's
massaging.
the only time I believe in drugs. If it's an emergency like that.
I think it's a case by case basis, but you know how I feel.
I don't believe in antipsychotics at all.
Guitar tune.
I don't believe in antipsychotics at all. I don't think anybody needs them. Antipsychotics, nobody needs.
This thing holds a tune so good.
Yeah. Oh, that Fender? Fender. I find it like very hard to play the Fender. Some guitars I play and I enjoy playing them because it's easy to play.
Oh.
That guitar, the action on it, everything, I just don't like the way it plays.
Alright.
I don't like the way it
Do
plays.
you like the other one?
I like these, you know, like you have a good electric. But if I play acoustic, I gotta play a real good one.
You like the electric?
Yeah. But if I'm gonna play an acoustic, I gotta play a real good one. Like I want to get like I had
You
an
still, you still
yeah.
having it?
I had an Ibanez. I had an Ibanez. It was acoustic electric,
Oh,
and it cost me
turn it over this way.
$400, which is what back then was a lot of money. Now it'll be over $1,000. The same guitar. And this guitar was acoustic electric. It plugged in,
Ooh,
and it had some sound to it. Well, most guitars are that now. Most guitars are that now. Almost.
Really?
This guitar had some freaking sound. And I was a good enough guitarist that if I had a decent guitar, I could sound good. But if I don't have a good enough guitar, I'm not really going to sound good because it's going to be too hard for me to play. If I'm going to play an acoustic guitar, it's got to be easy to play and have a good sound to it so I can sound good. Now, if I didn't sound good to begin with, then the guitar wouldn't matter. But if I have a sound, then I might need a good guitar to sound good. I mean, if I didn't sound good to begin with, I'm not going to sound good. But even if you sound good, you need a good guitar, and you need a guitar that fits your style. If you don't feel comfortable with the guitar, you're not going to play it well. You don't feel comfortable with the guitar, you're not going to play it well. Even if you're good, you can be a good guitarist, and if you don't feel comfortable with the guitar, you're not going to play it well. If it's a real cheap guitar or a bad action, it's not going to do good for anything. The kind of guitar you have is far from everything, but it does account for something. It does account for something. You know?
Yeah.
You have to have
You
a decent guitar and a guitar that you feel
Do you
comfortable.
never use your thumb?
That's all right. It's all right. I feel better.
No, you gotta do it for 20 minutes, bro. You can't stop
Alright.
short.
All right.
I'm training you, remember?
Yep.
Just
Just
can't
good.
give somebody a half a massage. It's gotta be 20 minutes long.
Okay. It's good, feels good, it's looking.
You better turn around and look, you better be rubbing.
What?
I said I'm gonna turn around and look, you better be rubbing that leg, Sir Doyle.
Just like a computer. You can be real good with computers, but you don't have a good enough computer, you won't be able to find things on it. You can be real good with the computer, but you need a decent computer. Otherwise, if it's too hard to use, it's an old computer, you're not going to find things that easy. Just like you could be a good guitarist, if you don't have a good enough guitar, you're not going to sound good. This Ibanez I had, someone broke it, that's why I don't have it anymore. Someone broke it, so I don't have it anymore. But this guitar was such a good guitar, and when I played it was an Ibanez acoustic electric AF, and it was expensive too, because back in the day, $400 something was a lot of money for a guitar. This was back in the early 2000s. And very early, like 2001. Now that same guitar is over $1,000. A few years later, I saw a guitar in the store. It was $700. If I looked at it now, it would cost about $1,000, over $1,000.
Sheesh.
And this guitar had a sound to it, Lookie. It had a sound. That's why I thought it was good that you bought the Ibanez bass, because they make great instruments. And I think if the guy gets a good sound, he's gonna sound twice as good because he's got that Ibanez. As good as he gets, he's gonna sound that much better because he's got the Ibanez. It does play well, doesn't it? The Ibanez? Looky. The Ibanez plays well, right?
Does it play well?
You like playing, you play well. An Ibanez guitar is reasonable, fine price, but they're very, very good instruments. They're reasonable price, but they're very good instruments. When I saw you got an Ibanez bass, I was like, you got the right one. Because those are good guitars. They're not real expensive, they're not real cheap, but they're good.
Check.
That Fender you got, Fender's usually good too, but that Fender is not like a real good Fender. You get a real good Fender. That's the original Fenders. Then you got a good guitar. But they make cheap Fenders too. They make Squires. They make cheap Fenders, and then they make the good Fender.
Okay.
Sometimes you get a Squire and it's a good guitar, better than some Fenders. But usually it has to be a Fender. It has to be a good Fender. It's made in Japan. It's not a real Fender. No.
5 more minutes, okay?
If it's made in Japan, it's not any good. Their guitars are good that are made in Japan, but not the Fenders. You want to get a Fender, and you want it to be good. It's got to be made in America. It's got to be so much to it. You can't be a cheap Fender that someone put together and put the Fender name on it like that one. Expect it to play well. But that Ibanez you got, you can't go wrong with Ibanez.
Wow.
You can't go wrong with Ibanez. You really can't go wrong with that. I'm getting a new guitar soon.
Is it drying up your
Yeah.
your thing? Because
Next time, let me know.
All right.
Because,
when it dries up, you want to actually put more oil on it.
Yeah.
Because the oil is supposed to go in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go into the skin.
Yeah.
And that's why you use your hand to rub it, and then the heat of your hand also, what do you call it? Opens the pores
Feels much
of
better.
the skin.
Feels much better.
Turn your hand over.
I was in pain all day.
Really?
I was in pain all day.
You're not in pain anymore?
No.
what? It's a miracle. You know,
I got to do that on a regular basis.
you know what they call castor oil?
Palma Christi. Did
But
you
you
know
know, yeah. But you know what? I got to do that on a regular basis. Doing it once might help for them one moment, but if I want to keep working, I got to do it on a regular basis.
lasts you like 3 days.
What?
It usually lasts like 3 days, the pain. The pain relief, I mean.
So then I got to do it again.
Yeah.
In 3 days, yeah.
At least, I mean, you probably want to do it in 2 days.
Yeah, I'll do it in 2 days and I won't feel the pain again. Yeah. Just keep on going. Yeah.
Every other day.
That way it'll never be painful. That way 3 days is going to get painful again. Well, 2 days, do it ahead of time, it won't get painful.
Yeah, I mean, these are just numbers I'm throwing out, but it could be like, you start to feel it maybe.
Yeah, but I think I'm always going to have to do it. It's a bad nerve. I'm always going to have to put it on. I might work if I keep on putting it on, but if I stop, I bet it's going to come back.
Do you want to play, or should I just play and you sing?
I'll just sing.
Alright.
This tooth is going to be in the way.
Oh, you can't sing?
I can, but
I'll sing.
I can sing good. But it's going to be feel pain when I'm doing it. So So if I mess up, it's the tooth. But I probably won't mess up.
Sheesh.
If I do mess up, probably the tooth. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying probably the tooth if I do.
Oh, whoops.
There's a tooth here. It's about to come out, and they're gonna have to put a denture in it temporarily until I get a foot implant.
So you get your tooth removed?
This one. It's actually, they were supposed to remove it, and the dentist that I went to took so long to get back to me. So long to get back to me that before they could even, I could go there and have it removed, it got loose. It got loose, and have it, where if they would have called me back right away, and I went down there right away, they would have pulled it, and I wouldn't go through all this. And they always have crowns that be put over here.
Do you
Crowns.
You
Yeah.
get crowns?
You're getting crowns and a crown here too. And getting crowns, and then I'm gonna have to pay for. And I have to pay. I get 30% off of my insurance, so it's not gonna cost all that much, but I'm gonna it cost me. This one here, without insurance, it would cost $5,000. With insurance, it's probably $2,000. I can't afford it until I start working. So I'm gonna get the crowns because I got money in my account to pay for the crowns. The flipper, denture flipper, is going to cost nothing. And the crowns, well, they can take money out to pay for the crowns because I got time. I got them 30% off. And the flipper's not going to cost me anything. But if I want to get the implant, I got to wait till I'm working because that's going to cost me at least $2,000, which they definitely don't have in my account. It costs $5,000 if you do without insurance. It's probably $2,000 with insurance. And the crowns, because I got 30% off, they can just take money out and I can get crowns. And these teeth up here are fine. So when they get the crowns and then they get the flipper,
What's the flipper now?
it's a denture that can hold here. So until that, they put the crowns here so these teeth look good. These teeth already look good. Then they get the flipper in there. Nobody will ever know that I got a flipper, a denture there. And I'm gonna have a nice smile. And until I get money for the implant, and I put the implant, it's gonna get me nicer. And when I get a job, I'm getting more than that. See, I want my whole jaw to be constructed. See, I have teeth missing in the back.
What?
And that's why, see how my jawline is not strong? If I get all the, if I get the implant here, the implants in the back, every other teeth done, there's plenty of implants in the back.
That's too much, bro.
My jaw will look a little more square, I'll look younger, everything. Because when you lose teeth in the back, it affects the way the structure of your mouth. So when they give me this implant, they give me the crowns, and then they put the implants in the back. My whole jaw is gonna change. My whole jaw is gonna change. You know? I get implants in the back, the implant here, get all the crowns, my whole jawline's gonna change because when I lost those teeth in the back, it affected the structure of my jaw. It didn't show in the front, you didn't see them, you just see the teeth. Well, they affected the way my jawline was. So, I get all that fixed, I'm gonna look very young, and I'll have a square jaw. You know, you're not missing the teeth back, are you? Look at you. You're not missing any teeth back. What? Okay, you don't look like you are. Your jawline doesn't look like you're missing any teeth. Are you? What are you missing? What are you missing? Where are you missing teeth?
Back.
How far back?
What?
You lost all your teeth in the back?
What?
You lost all your teeth in the back?
No.
How many? One? I'm listening. This is like 5. I'm listening like, way up here, this is all over there. That in the front, this is back. You're missing one tooth.
on each side. One up here, and then these.
Well, that might affect you. That might this floor.
No, it's actually only two there. It's the top ones.
That might affect you a little, but it's not gonna
They're
do
kind
it.
of like falling out.
It's not like mine. Mine was so much in the back that it's sinking my joint. If you're missing two, that might affect it a little, not much. I'm glad I lost that 10 pounds. Do I look like I lost 10 pounds? I do. I gotta work out with you more so I can lose the rest of it.
We're gonna go work out now.
I want to lose the rest of this. When I worked out with you that day, I think that's why I lost the 10 pounds. Because I worked out so hard. I didn't just work out that day and for like a regular workout. I worked out hard with you that day.
Oh yeah.
And I think I lost that 10 pounds because of that workout. All right?
You lost 10 pounds in a workout. Well, I tell you, since you're kind of like genetically engineered at this point from all the experiments they did on you,
Yeah.
maybe you're just hyper responsive to training and you just automatically just get in shape real quick,
That's good.
right?
That's good then.
From the hormone therapy and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause that's good. That's good then, right?
It obviously works.
Huh.
You guys
So-
jacked after one session.
Not jacked, just lost weight. I'm not jacked yet. Not till I lose all the weight, and not till I get myself in shape. But the fact that I lost 10 pounds in one session, that's pretty good. And if I work out with you again, lose a couple more. If I keep on working out with you for a couple of weeks, I probably will be jacked, right?
Yep. All right. So.
Look what it did for RFK. RFK, even if he wasn't taking those anymore, I bet he was still, if he worked out, he still looked good. You're right. Once you get them, if they stay
On
in,
that note, would it be
they probably stayed
a
in
bad
RFK too.
idea
You know?
to invite
Yeah.
Jeff to come? You know, because I don't.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to
They
help
probably
him
stayed in him too.
with the live food menu. He said he might be open to that, but take away his learning opportunity for food preparation or something. There was one other thing that he mentioned. I don't know.
If I took steroids, it wouldn't work out the way because human growth hormones are different than steroids. Steroids would mess you up. But human growth hormones, they go in here and they do wonders. Regular steroids that are fake hormones, those you don't want to take because that shrivel your balls and everything.
Yo.
My balls did shrivel up,
Sign me up.
but that wasn't because of the hormones. That was because of the medicine they
An
gave.
answer comes
Injections of
along
Haldol.
with some of this, like what we've been talking about.
Haldol's gonna cause your thing to shrivel up.
There was one other thing
That's
that
not a
he
good drug.
mentioned.
It
I
doesn't
don't
do
know
anything
if
for you. It doesn't
I would
do
actually even be able to help
anything for your
him
muscles,
because
but it
he
shrivels you
said
down
he
here.
has a fissure.
Haldol's the worst thing you
So I
can
don't
do.
know.
Yeah, physio. Yeah, physio.
These
Yes.
steroids are
Where
shriveling you up,
somebody
it pulls you up.
uses physio,
Haldol
it is
won't do
always
anything but
because
shrivel
of
you up.
celiac condition, and I
That's the worst thing to take, Haldol.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. Haldol and Risperidol. Risperidol makes you grow
go
breasts.
ahead and
Risperidol makes young men grow
run
breasts.
the nation.
And Haldol shrivels you up.
And we the
Respiratory
people
shows you
are
up
the
too, and it makes
enemy,
you go best.
not anything out there.
I was drinking that soy milk when I found something with two, and I was drinking it, and I couldn't understand why it was shriveling up here, and I couldn't understand why I was getting fat. And somebody said to me, the soy milk not only gives you breasts, but it shrivels you up. It shrivels up your dick.
Oh shit.
And he told me that, and I'm like, I'm not drinking this shit no more.
What about
I have a
if
fat
you
gut,
could,
I'm shriveled up.
do a session
I'm
so
not
I
drinking
could
this shit no
come
more, and I stopped.
Maybe you would love to hook that up so we can do a session. And if
You knew
like
that
to
though,
record
didn't you?
it,
That
we
does
can
that? You already knew that does that, right? Soy milk?
Yeah,
What does it do now?
my-
It makes
It
your
shrivels
fucking
your dick up
thing.
and it
at this
gives, makes you
point
grow
figure out
breasts.
how to do
Yeah.
two
I didn't hear
people
about
at
the dick
same
one.
time.
Yeah, right.
Shrivels your dick up. And the guy who's in my Pilgrim, when he saw us drinking, he said, "Don't drink that." I said, "Why?"
Yeah.
He's just going to shrivel your dick up and make you rubber. And what happened was, I was getting a fat belly, and my thing was shriveling up. I couldn't understand why.
Oh yeah.
And so some other person said, "That's soy milk. That's why you have the gut." And then the staff goes, "Yeah, the soy milk is no good because it not only gives you a gut, it gives you breasts, and it shrivels your dick up. It's not good for men." So I stopped drinking.
Yeah, they could rely upon
I stopped
you.
drinking.
You see, yes.
Oh yeah.
And when I stopped drinking it for a while, it was too late because I was already fat and shriveled up. But then I started working out with you, and the guts started going down. I'll probably this thing will probably go back to normal too. I might have to take more human growth hormone from my doctor, my medical doctor, because I want this thing is shriveled up, and if I can't fix it with exercise, I'm gonna have to do something. Do you know an exercise they'll bring that back?
And you feel bliss because you achieve things. You're achieving things, and bliss naturally flows.
Well, maybe you don't, because you told me that you have a problem with that.
Yeah, but
If you knew an exercise, you knew what to do.
Talking about
You would do it. You wouldn't have that problem, right? Or do you know something? Is it helping you? Or are you doing something now and is it helping you in exercise? You told me that a long time ago. So I'm gathering there might be a change. And you might be doing something now that's helping you.
Let's do another one. Coming up in short. Yeah.
I appreciate you told me. So recently, have you gotten better in that area? And you doing something that's making you better? Do you have an exercise?
Let's see.
Because if you don't have that problem anymore that you used to have, and you're doing something to fix it, then you're doing something right. And if that's true, I'd like to find out what you're doing.
Okay.
Especially if you had the problem, and now it's going away, and you're doing something to do it and make it that go away. I'd like to find out what it is. And the fact that you're doing so well with women, these women, I'm thinking to myself, maybe he is doing something, and maybe he is improving.
No, I have one girlfriend.
Yeah, well, you're doing well with her, right?
Well, when you say doing well, I'm trying to think what you mean by that.
You're still with her. She likes you, and you're pleasing her, right?
I'm pleasing her.
You know,
I do my best.
See, you're still with her. So if you're still with her, you must be doing something right.
If she the heck.
I could be wrong. I'm just wondering. Are you improving that area? And is this something you're doing to improve it? Because if you are improving in an area and you're doing something that's doing it, I'd let you know what it is. Because if helping you, it'll help me.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
If what I'm doing is working.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe are you doing better in the area? Because if you are and you're doing something to do it, I'll let you know what it is.
Well, every time you come here, Sador, it's a W. You know what that means?
What's that?
That means it's a win.
I'd like to find out what the exercise is that made the problem you have improve. Because if whatever the exercise is, if I do it, it'll probably improve my problem.
Yeah.
You said there were exercises, and you also said you take some kind of
Yeah, come on.
contraption that creates testosterone. You told me that. You also told me there's an exercise.
No, I didn't say contraption. I said probably concoction.
Concoction. And you also said that you knew an exercise. So obviously, these things improved your problem, don't improve mine.
All right, so here's the deal. I don't claim to know any secrets.
You know what works for you?
As a matter of fact,
But you know what works for you, right?
as a matter of fact, don't take whatever I say as any type of advice.
Well, I will because if it's working for you, it's got to be good advice.
All I'm gonna do is share.
All right. Well, if it works for you, it'll probably.
This is
work
not
for
any
me.
type of medical advice. I can't go against CDC guidelines because
That's true, but if
I'm
you're doing
anti-vax.
something that's working for you, then you're doing something right. I'd like to know what it is.
okay, the other thing is,
You don't have to be a doctor to know that if you're doing something to improve something, and it's improving, that you're doing something right, and if you give somebody else the same advice that you're doing, and it's working for you, then it's the right thing. That's the right thing. You don't have to be a doctor to know that.
I wanted to stack them on the eyes. I got one. Cha-ching.
Is this my glasses?
Yes, I
Oh
found them.
wow, I found them. I knew where the hell they were. I left them here. Second time I did it. First time I left them in your car. Now I left them here. That's the second time I did that. I was looking all over. Every time I take my medicine, I looked for my glasses. I couldn't find them. And same thing before, and then I found them in your car.
Cha-ching.
I leave them here all the time. I don't want to take them home with me. I leave them in the car, leave them here. Then I look all over God's creation for them. I can't find them. It turns out I left them here or I left them in your car. I want to get the
All right, so first let's start with this one. This is Dino coins, right?
Okay. Now what does it do?
Cheers. Go like this.
What does it do?
Brain function. How's that?
Good.
Good, right?
I noticed something. The shriveling up didn't go away yet. But since I've been taking these dino coins, I'm able to get an erection. Now, it's still shriveled up. But before it was shriveled up, I couldn't get an erection. Now I can get an erection. So that's the start. Now we're going to stop from shriveling up.
All right, next. Now, I wouldn't do anything to you that I wouldn't do to myself.
Exactly, that's why I asked you.
So I'm gonna go.
You were
first.
doing anything anybody would do for yourself, right?
This is ashwagandha.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha is an herb, okay?
Okay. Alright. Do you believe in that will get rid of the Tourette's and the Toscanesia and the Tourette's? Because I'm Touretting a lot, and my Toscanesia is getting bad.
Lean back though. Lean back more, all the way to the ceiling.
Oh.
More.
Oh.
Alright, open your mouth wider.
Oh. Oh. Bitter.
That wasn't a fail.
This tastes good. That.
Yeah.
All your food tastes good with that. That's not food. It's good. I see it working. Oh. Ooh. What's that Bentley? Who's Bentley? Ah, there's it.
Next, this is cordyceps.
Alright.
This is for blood flow.
I heard about blood flow being good for making so it doesn't shrivel up, make you hang better. I heard about blood flow making you hang better. Better erection in bed, you hang better. That's what I heard. However, you have good blood flow, you not only get a better erection, you hang better. Is that right? Wider. There you go. Oh.
Cha-ching.
Oh, this is what you do.
Well, this is a
That was 3 pieces, right?
Yep.
Alright. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have weed in it.
Well, I'm gonna be getting caught for weed anyway, so.
He says he's getting a card for weed soon, so it doesn't matter if I accidentally dose him.
I gotta go back to my medical doctor. I gave him some of this post-traumatic disorder. They haven't got back to me yet. If they accept my diagnosis, because it wasn't exactly post-traumatic stress, but it was the same thing. So they gotta find out if it is the exact same thing. Then they will give me the card. But if what I got is too far off, they won't. Well, my therapist said that if you look it up, it's slightly different than a regular post-traumatic stress disorder diagnosis. But practically the exact same thing. Because she would vouch that I had it. To take that to the doctor, and I did. If she ever had any problems, she'd vouch it. Okay. So I'll be getting that card soon.
Wow, that's great news.
But I heard from a nurse practitioner that weed puts weight on. Well, I'm thinking it's okay if it puts weight on as long as it doesn't put fat on.
How
Right?
about this? You want to hear something?
Well,
You'll love this. Let's go with that way.
it doesn't put fat on, it just puts...
Arnold Schwarzenegger, your favorite bodybuilder.
Yeah. Yes.
He used weed
Really?
because it made him hungry and it helped him put on size.
Yeah. But as long as it doesn't make me a fat belly. If weed helps me work out, makes me big of muscular, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if it gave me a fat belly, because I have a fat belly and it's going away now because I'm working out with you. But if it did that, I would say the doctor's right. I would say the doctor's right. But I don't think that weed is going to give me a fat belly, will it? It'll make me muscular, right? So like if I take it and I work out, I'll put weight on, but I won't get fat, right? I won't get a belly and all that. If I eat right, I work out, and I take the weed, I won't get fat. I won't get a belly, but I'll put on muscle, right? But the weed isn't going to make me fat, is it? You're going to put weight on. You're going to add weight to the muscles, right?
No, it'll make you hungry to eat more.
And that'll make them put weight to the muscles.
That food that you eat, if you're training, build muscle, will go to the muscle you build it.
And it won't go to the stomach and make me fat. If I eat right and work out. All right. So then weed is good. It'll put on positive weight. So weed will help the food give me positive weight. It'll make me want to eat, and as long as I don't eat the wrong foods, it'll make me eat better.
If you work out, you're going to put on muscle. If you eat the right food, you won't put on fat.
And if I take the weed, I'm going to eat more.
And if you eat the weed and you work out, then the extra food they eat will be in a calorie surplus,
As long as I don't eat
which
bad
is
food.
which is what you do for a bulk.
Yeah.
You go into
Alright.
a calorie surplus. If you go
Alright.
into a calorie deficit, that's a cut. You don't want to cut. You want to bulk.
I want to do both. First I want to bulk, and then I want to cut after that.
That's common. People do that. They work out hard. They do lifts for size and strength,
Then they cut.
and they build the muscle. But you can do a clean bulk or you can do a dirty bulk. You're doing a clean bulk.
Well,
Get it?
when I get the bulk, after that, I'm going to want to cut up. So I don't mind getting the bulk. Bulk is what I want most of all. Once I get the bulk, then I want to cut up. So how would I go about doing that?
Bulk and then you cut. That's what I said.
Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Yeah. Just like Wolf Wiggum did. Lou Ferrigno I like a lot. He was great. He was great.
Here we go. This is what I need.
I like Lou Ferrigno. I don't know who I like better, Ron Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno. They both are great.
You don't know who you like better, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah, they're both great.
Well,
I think I like Lou Ferrigno for his longevity, but I like Arnold Schwarzenegger for his form. But longevity, Lou Ferrigno takes it because,
he's still big?
well, Arnold Schwarzenegger is out of shape now. He doesn't look so great. Lou Ferrigno still looks like he's 25.
Let's go.
His face, everything, even his face, everything, his body, everything looks like he's 25.
As soon as that boils, we're gonna.
And he's built up and cut up like a 25-year-old. Even his face looks young. Well, Lou Ferrigno, Arnold Schwarzenegger looks like a fat old man. So, I right there tells you that Lou Ferrigno has the longevity. Arnold Schwarzenegger had that nice build for a certain amount of time. It might have been a little better than Lou Ferrigno's, but Lou Ferrigno kept that build, those looks for him. He still got them. And he's been out there almost as long as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he still looks good. Arnold Schwarzenegger, however, he lost it. So, if you're going to have a build like that and you're going to lose it, what good is it? If you're going to have a build like Lou Ferrigno and you're never going to lose it, you're always going to look good at that age. That's better, wouldn't that, Bernie?
Jay says Arnold was a bully to Lou Ferrigno
He was.
because he was. I guess
know
he.
that.
Well, Arnold bullied me.
You know him?
He said on Instagram. He said, "I don't care about your freedoms. You have to get a vaccine."
He said that?
Yep. His
Arnold?
literal words are "fuck your freedoms." Arnold
How do you know
Schwarzenegger
who you
said-
were?
No, he said that in general, but he said it to everybody watching his
Oh,
Instagram,
gotcha,
which was
gotcha.
me. He said it to me. He said it just like Bruce Lee taught me. Arnold Schwarzenegger said that to me, and
Wow.
it's not crazy talk. It's just
Sure.
you know he said that, and he intended people to hear it. I guess.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno.
I wonder if Lou Ferrigno got it.
Well, Lou Ferrigno still looks good. He doesn't look like he's taking any shots or steroids or any
He's probably doing growth
vaccines.
hormone, right?
He probably just growth hormones, but I don't think he takes anything unnatural because he wouldn't look so good at this young age.
He's got to be doing something that looks so good, because
I think
Arnold
he's
is.
taking something natural. You know how like you got like I was taking some natural, RFK's taking something natural. I think,
Jay says Ferrigno was bigger. He was bigger
but he still looks great.
because he's like really tall, right?
Yeah, but he still looks great. He might be a little smaller, but he's still cut up and he's still bulky.
No, you're saying he was bigger than size-wise than Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Come on, we're gonna go outside, man.
He was taller and he was bigger. He never won in a competition against Schwarzenegger, but he was better. And even if he wasn't, that longevity, the fact that he still looks good and Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't, right there. Even if Arnold Schwarzenegger might have been a little better, which he wasn't, but if he was, I would rather be a little less than someone, and like a little less built, and have the build that I had for almost my whole life, than to look a little better than someone else and only have the build for a certain amount of time and then look like a fat old man.
See that black bag right there?
Right.
Keep going forward.
Right.
No, don't turn. Go forward. Keep going. There you go. And then maybe finish tying your shoe because it's hanging.
Yeah. In other words, the longevity is the most important part. If you have the nice build and you don't have it for only have it for a certain amount of time, and then you look like a fat old man. If you have the build and you have it for your whole life, and you look young and built like that for your whole life, that's worth more than anything. Am I right? That's worth more than anything. Even if somebody else looks a little better than you, if they get a certain age and they're fat and out of shape, and you still look good, and you keep on looking good for years, that's better.
I'm not being inclined to agree with you.
Because they both had to be. Most are a little better, but Schwarzenegger lost everything, got fat out of shape, and with a little bit more build he had, better build he had. Look, right now he's still looking great, and he's the same age, and he's probably going to look great for the rest of his life. I love Jim but you could look the best. Fat old man. After that couple of years, then what could have? You have a bill like with Rigno, and you have that bill for the rest of your life, then it's worth it. I think he's doing something natural. I think he's doing hormone therapy. I don't think he's doing everything. I think that Arnold Schwarzenegger might do natural stuff, but he was also doing steroids. And he was also I think right now he's doing hormone therapy, like they all were, but he was doing something natural. And that's why he's still cheap. And I did something natural. That's why I think he would get back in shape. Because I'm doing something natural, doing something that's safe for me, and built my body. But if I was doing if you're going to do testosterone therapy or hormone therapy, remind you to do something natural, do something that's real hormones. But you're doing something fake that's not natural. I think you might get a little better shape for the rest of your life. What good is it? He looks like a fat old man. If Franco was doing something natural, he's still got it.
So you don't think it's because the lifestyle's different?
I think
It's more from like Hollywood. He was all about
he went to Hollywood and stuff like that.
what
But
if the frequency and training
yeah, but he's been training for a lot, but then again, he really got fat and out of shape. Even when he got back in shape, he went back to being fat real fast. And now he's in real bad shape. And they gotta be doing something natural. You know, two things do that. Free drugs can do that to you, or doing something you eat the weight room, and you can be doing something unnatural, and that can work for a while, and then just go. The reason why I'm still stuck I think he did do uniform hormones. I think he did that. I think testosterone therapy, everyone does it. I don't think he was doing conditions. That's why he's so stuck. I think that that's why he looks so good at traditional steroids. There's nothing better than them for a quick fix. You want to best take some steroids. You want to stay that way. Stay here, okay? The human growth hormones and natural stuff will not only build you up nice, but they'll last. It's like you say about natural stuff. hormotherapy, every bodybuilder does it. I don't give you any, all of them. What they say, they all do that. But some of them do natural stuff. Others do steroids. They have fake shrills of their balls. As far as do they all do it? They all do it, but it just depends on what they use. Some hormone therapy is very natural. Some hormone therapy is fake. It's steroids, fake hormones. And they shit you guys. I know your father wouldn't agree with anything. I was talking to him. He was turned off by it. Remember that? Remember that? But he was with him. No, he was talking. The lesson I told him was hormones. He started arguing about it. He said my son wouldn't take them. Should we take them? I said that. Remember that? What did you say for growth hormones? Yeah, growth hormones. He's supposed to anything. I told him, first he thought, oh, that's good, he made you grow. And I told him, I didn't do it to grow, I built my body up later on. He said, well, we should be doing that. And he goes, but my son would do that. And I was talking to him, and he got really annoyed when I was doing it. Remember that? You don't remember that? You don't remember that? I'm not taking that. You don't remember that? That's not what I was saying. I said he was offered them. And you said, yeah, it's true, I was offered them. Remember that?
Yeah, I was offered
And remember he got all mad at me? Remember?
lidocaine pack.
Remember he got all mad at me? He got all angry at me? Y'all remember that?
I think so. He called you delusional?
No, they didn't call me delusional then. No, that's somebody called me delusional. When I said that the Navy SEALs didn't kill the Sambalad, they staged to death, then he was calling me delusional.
Okay, we're going back out. I just wanted to put this stuff up.
Then he was calling me delusional. But when he was talking about the hormones, he knew about human growth hormones. And he didn't agree. See, like me, I'll take them if they're natural. Your father doesn't believe them at all. You know?
I got you.
So when I told him that I wasn't taking steroids, I was taking human growth hormones, he knew the difference. And he said he thought I was taking them when I was a kid to grow. And he said, did you grow? And then I said, no, I took them to build up my body when I was away. And he goes, then he got all negative and said, how that they're bad and all that to do now. Oh, you just take them if you're trying to get your height back. You don't do them otherwise. And then I mentioned that you offered them. And he thought that I was saying that you were taking them. And he got all defensive. He got mad at me. So then I had to correct him. And I said, look, I didn't say he did them. I said he was offered them. And then you said, it's true, I was offered them. Remember? You don't remember that? Yeah, your dad doesn't believe them at all. I believe in them if they're natural. If they're natural hormone therapy, if it's real hormones, I believe in them. If it's fake hormones, I don't believe in them.
I'm filling up a bucket to wash that soapy stuff off.
Fake hormones, I don't believe in. I believe that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger was taking. He was taking the fake stuff. That's why he's fat and out of shape. He's probably shriveled up. And you know what the difference is? Fake hormones will shrivel your dick up. Real hormones will make you bigger. The different real hormones will make you hang like a horse. Fake hormones will build up your body, but they'll shrivel you up. Real hormones will not only build up your body, but they'll make you hang like a horse. Then when I told your father that, he said, you know where you could get me some? He had a whole different attitude. I told him they make you hang like a horse. He said, it changed his whole attitude. He said, you tell me where to get some? Sounds like something your dad would say, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about these unical hormones like they're so bad.
Grab that.
And then I say to him, they make your thing big. They steroids shrivel you up, and real hormones make you hang like a horse. All of a sudden, he turns around, has a totally different attitude, and he says, "Can you tell me how to get some?" Yeah, I don't know if you remember that conversation. Do you remember? He's telling me he's getting all mad because he thought you would take it. I was saying you would take it, right? I said, no, because, and then I'm telling him more and more. And all of a sudden I say, that steroids shrivel your thing up. But you will go hormones, make you hang like a horse. All of a sudden he's totally different attitude. He changes the expression on his face. He says, can you tell me where to get some? That sounds like your dad, right? It sounds like him, right?
Sounds like a
But you remember that, don't you? You were there when
red-blooded American.
you were there when this conversation took place. You don't remember that? You don't remember the conversation?
Apparently not.
He was getting all pissed at me too when he thought I was saying you were taking him. And then when I said that real steroids shrivel your thing up. And human hormones make you hang like a horse. Can you tell me where to get some? I strolled up again, not because he was the homeless. The medicine. The medicine strolled me up. Also, the fact that I got fat. When you get fat, it affects me. You're fat, it affects me. You know, right? And also, they gave me something. I think if I keep on taking the pictures and I'm going to take that look out, go back home. This car is old, but it's really nice. And if he fixed it up, it'd be worth money. If he fixed his truck up, it'd be worth money. It's not working now.
So everybody
but
says.
fix it up. Right now, it's not working. It's just too beat up. If he fixes this up, it'd be worth money. You know?
Well, they have a style of cars
Yeah.
that where the people they like if it looks old.
Really? So that's actually what
It's original, yeah.
I always thought if a car was that bad of shape, it wouldn't be worth anything, no matter what it was.
It's only worth what somebody wants to pay for it.
I think if you fix that car up, it's worth a lot
If somebody's into cars like that, they would buy it.
more. I think if you fix this up, paint it and everything, got it all good shape, I think you can probably get a lot more money for it. Even though it says some people like it like this, I think more people would like it built fixed up. Maybe some people will buy it more like this.
It's
Well, I think-
one of a kind, Sibbo.
What?
There's not more people. There's one person that's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but I think there's more of those one people that will be prospects to buy it if you fix it up than if you got it like this. I think there might be 1 or 2 people that might want it like this. I think if you fix the thing up, you might have 50
Somebody
people.
wants a really nice truck. They wouldn't go for that one
Why not?
because there's a lot of really nice trucks.
Yeah, but if you fix this up, it'd be nice. You fix this up, it'd be real nice. You clean this up, got all the dents and all the rust out, painted it, fixed up the interior, everything, made it look mid condition. You know how nice this would be. We made it in mid condition. You know how nice that truck would be. How many people would want it? Look at it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but you can't tell because it's so beat up. You fix that thing up, it'd be beautiful. Right now, you're lucky to get a couple $100 for it. You fix that thing up, probably get about $50,000 for it. You fix it up, probably $50,000. Right now, you're lucky to get a couple $100 for it. You fix it up, it's worth about $50,000 in mid condition.
I definitely heard people offering more than 100.
Well, they would offer a lot more if you fix it up. If they saw this in mint condition, they wouldn't just offer more than 100. They would offer at least 50 or more thousand. The reason why it's only in 100 is because it's in such bad shape.
The Doyle Blue Book.
Is that right?
He'll
if it wasn't in such bad shape, but they fixed this up in condition.
tell you how much your car's
interior,
worth.
everything, this would be 50,000 or more. 50,000 or more. You know why? It's a classic. It's a classic, but it's in terrible shape. But it's a classic. You fix this up, you put it in condition, including the interior inside. You have people lining up to want to see this and buy this car. Lining up. Offering money for this car. Up to 50,000 or more.
Lining up.
Right now it might be worth a few hundred. They fix it up, you fix it up, you paint it, get all the dents out, fix the interior, put it in mint condition. The wheels and everything, you're talking 50,000 or more. From $400 to 50,000 or more. All you have to do is make it in mint condition.
New Hospitalgate picture. See you next
I like the other one. Yeah, the other picture's better. We were younger there, and we looked better. We were younger. The other picture, we were younger. We were both built better. We were younger, and we looked better. This looks okay, but we should keep the other picture until we can get ourselves to where we look good again. The other picture, because the other picture, we looked fantastic. You can't beat the other picture. If we get ourselves in shape, we can add a picture. But as far as another picture, you can't beat that. We were both young there. We were both built good there. Can't beat the way we looked. We were young kids. We looked fantastic.
Alright.
Let's keep that picture, and even try to get a better picture. We'll get both in shape. But at the same time, once we do get a better picture, keep the new picture as an extra. Don't get rid of that picture, because that picture, you can't beat that.
Right.
Don't you agree?
It's classic.
Yeah, and we looked great. We were both. I had brown hair. My hair wasn't gray. You had hair. Like like brick shit houses. Now, we go. But if we do another picture, we got to make sure we look better. And at the same time, even when we do another picture, we got to keep the picture we had because nothing's gonna beat that. We can do another picture and add it to the repertoire once we get better. But that other picture we can't get rid of. Am I right?
Mic check. Anybody there? Mic check.
Am I right though? With that picture?
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah. People look at that picture and they tell me, you guys are two freaking nerds. And in that picture, you look like rock stars. How is this thing saying? We see the picture, we got a totally different view of you guys. But when we see you on the show, we're looking at these two nerds. We don't understand this thing.
Okay, so look at me.
Yeah. Oh, doing some real workout, huh?
See?
All right. So we're not working out at the dojo, huh?
So no, don't take your shoes off. You come over here,
Yeah.
and then you do this.
What up, guy?
See?
Yeah.
This way we don't get that on this.
Oh, okay.
And now watch. Say I do my workout. We're gonna take turns, right?
All right.
Then when I'm done, come over here.
Okay.
All right.
Just do it first so I can see what you're doing.
Of course.
Working outside sometimes is a better workout, huh?
Always a good idea.
I remember one time we were working out, I was so freaking fat in the gut, and I had no shirt on. I looked at the video. It's not like we have it anymore. I looked at that video, I was like, oh my God, what a fat pig I look like. I had the belly out. Remember that?
All right. Stay there. Matter of fact, you can sit
All right.
facing me.
Now I still got a fat belly. Now I got a fat belly, but I didn't. Back then it was real fat.
All right. Stay right there. Because I want to make sure you're in the frame.
So this is better than the dojo, huh?
It's better because we're outside.
The sun hits you. You have the heat, right? It makes you
Fresh
sweat.
air,
The heat makes you sweat, right?
sunlight,
That's why, right?
the fresh air. Sweat.
The heat makes you sweat, right?
Stay there. I'm just gonna grab a broom. Yeah, bro.
I only saw one picture where you look fat. And I remember that. I remember the one picture. But you only did that. That was only once, and you built up your body back again, right? You never got fat besides then, right?
Oh man, there's a fat picture of me floating around.
You got one fat picture. I know Sarah was still there, but I saw a picture in your apartment when you were downstairs in the basement. The one picture you have where you were fat.
It was when I was in the basement.
Yeah, you were looking good back then, but there was a picture of you in the basement. There were a lot of pictures, and one of them you were real fat in. I was like, this is probably the only time he was ever fat. Am I right?
Sure.
What happened back then that you got that fat?
Why did I get fat? I'd have to see the picture to
Even
figure
in
out.
the old picture, I think you probably were that way for a short time. You probably were that way for a short time.
What's that now?
You're probably that way for a short time. You probably you weren't that way that long.
Since you're on deck, move over to this one.
Yeah. And you probably didn't look like that for
Sit
long.
right in the middle. Don't sit on the edge.
Okay.
There you go.
You probably didn't look like that for long. That probably was a short thing, but there was a picture.
Matter of fact, you're good on there. Sorry, my bad.
I was wondering
Sorry, you move around.
why we still have that picture. Yeah, I really don't want to get rid
So
of it.
this is the on deck circle. I don't know what picture you're talking about, but
It was one picture. One picture. It was just one
You don't have to
picture.
take them off yet. It's not your turn. I'm gonna go first, okay?
I don't think you have it anymore. I don't think you have the picture anymore.
Okay,
You
so
had pictures of me when I was real fat. Now you still got pictures of me fat.
I got pictures of you fat.
Yeah, the video. We're doing out
video.
there. We're doing a video out there. Belly out to here. You don't remember that? And you were working
Video?
out.
We have a lot of videos, bro. What do you
There
mean?
was one video we were working out back there with a
nice.
pole.
Is it still up?
I don't think so. I was fat. I had a real fat belly. I had no shirt on. Oh, I wouldn't take a shirt off now. But back then I took my shirt off and not realizing I was that fat. You don't know if you remember it. I had a belly out to here. I think I weighed about 220 then. I was real fat. And shortly after that, you got me in shape. You got me in shape shortly after that. But I remember that. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was back there. We were working out. I had a real big belly. And you started working out with me within, I think it was in like 7-8 months. The weight was gone. I was also taking a medication that took weight off. Otherwise, but then I was also working out with you. And the weight just went like real fast.
Went away?
Yeah. That's why I think it's going to go away again.
Mic check, mic check.
But I was also taking a medicine that took weight off. So I'm not doing that now, but it doesn't matter. I'm still working out on you. So.
Yeah.
And I lost 10 pounds, so I'll be okay.
Somebody type something if you could
What?
hear us on the mic. All right. So we're going to take turns, right?
All right.
The first one, all you're going to do, you come up to like a little bit more than halfway towards the front, okay?
Okay.
You're going to come down,
All
hands
right.
on the mat, or if you want, you could do knuckles for fight training.
All right.
You're going to kick your legs back. If you can't do that, you can do 1, 2.
So this is not a hard exercise.
Okay, so far so good.
Yeah.
Now from here, this is a sport-specific technique called a sprawl. When somebody goes to tackle you, do a takedown,
Yeah.
you go hips low,
It doesn't look like a hard exercise.
arms straight. Okay, different than a burpee. A burpee, we would go all the way down to a push-up position. This is a sprawl. It's a wrestling move.
Okay.
Okay.
You build up your body?
This is what you're going to do.
You build up your body?
It does. That's why we're doing it. Okay. So from here, after you sprawl, we're going to come back to a frog.
All right.
All right. And now you're going to stand up and reach.
Take something you got too, right? So you got?
This is probably a growth hormone stimulator, yeah, because it's full body.
Okay.
So, boom, right? Or here. And then you could go either both feet at the same time or
Okay.
one at the
Gotcha.
same time.
Gotcha.
One at a time. Then we go here, hips low.
All right.
All right. Then come back to a frog. You could do one leg at a time, just like before.
Okay. All right.
And then you stand up and either jump or just stand up, arms straight up.
It doesn't look hard. It doesn't look hard.
I'm going to do 25.
It doesn't look like a hard exercise.
All right. So count.
Is it a hard exercise?
Count when you come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many you gonna do?
25, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, Kia.
Okay. It might be that you're just making it look easy. I'll find out. It doesn't look like a hard exercise, but it might be that you're just making it look easy.
Okay, now, why don't you come to the seat? Whew. I want 5 to 10 from you.
Okay.
When you're ready, you get your shoes off and all that.
You sure?
Don't put your feet on the floor, you see?
Okay.
See how they're on the floor here? That's what you want to avoid, is going from feet to floor to feet on the mat.
Gotcha. Because that way
contamination.
Contamination.
But don't think of it like it's ruined. It's just as an overall.
Yeah.
Just like if you eat something bad one time, it's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
But all these diseases that people get is just from a lifestyle that's not healthy.
Yeah.
So, just think of that when you're doing your training. How you're like saving other people's lives. So thank you.
When they show that picture, people say we look like rock stars in the picture. We couldn't look like that again, could we? Could we?
Yeah, why not?
Only better even. Probably look better.
If you think of that picture as an epic moment in our history,
Yeah.
you don't think we're gonna have more epic moments? Cha-ching. 5 to 10. 5 to 10, Sir Doyle.
Okay.
Think of like people cheering you on.
Yeah.
Because the more you score, the more points everybody gets.
All right.
Because like you're showing them how to do it. This is let me make sure the mics are on. Did anybody type anything in the chat?
I don't know.
We still got somebody, I think, looks like
What?
Jay talking about Columbo. Can you hear? Somebody say something.
Okay. I want to see. Okay.
Yeah, just push straight up. You don't be on the edge though. Be in the middle. You're like scooting forward. Yeah. Just push straight up. Stand up. Stand up, Sir.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I can do this.
Okay.
I don't think I can do as many times you did, but I can do
no,
it.
you're gonna do 5. Remember, you got to come more than halfway up. More than halfway. So you're not even halfway yet.
No.
Keep going.
He's not the only 5 I'm going to do. I'm going to do a few of them,
Keep
right?
going. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
Take your phone. Put it in your shoe. Go back up. Nope. We're going to do this in order. Yep. There you go. Hands. Could be knuckles. That's fine. Okay. And now hold on. Go back down. We just tighten you up on a couple of things. Okay. So now when you do the sprawl, you're going to bring your hips low. Yeah. 1. 4 more. Hips low. 2.
Okay. 4, right?
3 more. Don't put your thumb out. If you want to do your palms, that's fine. That didn't count.
3. Okay.
I want full extension. Because the person's grabbing your leg. Part of the scroll is kicking your leg back because they're trying to grab it. See? Come closer though. Come closer. You're too far away. Stand back up. Stand back up. Stand back up.
Okay.
Don't do this with your thumb. Do this.
Okay.
If you can't do that, nice. Hips low.
Okay.
4.
One more.
Woo-hoo. 1 or 2 more. I think that might have been 3. Come closer though. You can starting all the way at the edge. You got to be more up towards this 3/2 line, 3/4 line.
Okay.
Feet up here. Feet up here. Because you're kicking your legs back far. You're tall. Palms, not fingertips. There you go. Hips low. Nice. Back in. 5.
One more. One more.
Woo! Save some for later, Sir Doyle.
Okay.
Come closer though. Stop. You gonna come off? We'll put these on. If you could do 5 sets of 5, that would be a beast workout for you.
Okay.
All right. So,
And you know, it wasn't as hard as
matter of fact, don't step on the concrete.
it wasn't as hard as the workout we were doing in the dojo, but I think it was more effective. I think
We ain't done, bro. We just started. I'm doing another 25.
All right.
If you want to take your feet off the mat, you can put them in your shoes,
Okay.
but you don't have to. You
Put them
can
on
just
top of my shoes.
you can sit here if you want. If that was better. If that's better.
Give a tissue. A tissue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, we might not look like rock stars again, but if we build our bodies up, we might look like bodybuilders, and that might be even better.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Is everything?
We might not look like rock stars
One
anymore,
block?
but we build our bodies up, get rebuilt and ripped. We might look like bodybuilders, right? We build our bodies up.
Still no one in the chat. What the?
We build our bodies up. We might look like bodybuilders. We might not look like rock stars anymore. We might be able to look like bodybuilders. That might be better, you know. Girls love bodybuilders. They love rock stars, but they love bodybuilders even more.
What?
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno, they were crazy over them guys. They were crazy over Bon Jovi too, and Richie Zambora, but not like they did those guys.
Can somebody in the chat please just say if you can hear us or not? Holy. I'm not trying to dox you. I just want to know.
And if we sing and play and have the bodybuilder look at the same time, we can start something new.
3 people watching. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can start something new. If you look like bodybuilders but sound like rock stars still, be real good ones, get real good at both, we might start something new.
A bodybuilding rock star?
We might start something new. Bodybuilding rock stars.
All right.
We might start something new.
What about the fighting though?
We'll do that.
I ain't all show.
We'll do the fighting.
Here, sit here again.
We're fighting to get us
Don't
in
mind.
shape.
Is
To get us in
that
shape.
much of a pain to get up?
To get us in shape so we know how to defend ourselves. But yet, at the same time, we're going to do it to actually be part of the show to make us look better too. And like you said, it looks cool. If you know those moves and you're doing well, it looks cool. So we'll do that on the videos, the martial arts, because that's a part of it too. It looks cool, and it shows that hey, we're great rock stars, but we're also these fighters. So nobody wants to mess with us at the same time. Girls like that. Girls don't like guys that go on fighting, but they do like guys that can handle themselves. So nobody messes with them at the same time. Right?
Set.
That's why you don't have any problems getting girls to like you, because
2.
you're not somebody who likes to fight all the
3.
time, but yet you know how, so you know what you mess with either. That's why they like you.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9.
And you think you're cool when you're doing this moves,
10.
like you said.
11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 1. 2. 3. 4. Kia.
Like you said, Arnold Schwarzenegger was bullying Lou Ferrigno. People didn't like that. Didn't like that he was a bully. But Lou Ferrigno wasn't a bully. He was just somebody that took care of things. That's why they like him. Actually, he wasn't even that, because Lou Ferrigno wasn't a fighter at all. He was just a bodybuilder. What we want to do is have a build like that and still be able to fight, and do it so that we're not We're not fighters. We're just people that no one wants to mess with. That's the best way to be. Not to be a fighter, but to be so good at what you're doing, so strong, they don't want to mess with you either. And girls like that. Girls don't like bullies. They don't like people fight all the time, but they like guys that, like you, that know how to handle yourself. They like that, and the fact that you don't bully people, but you still
You're
want
telling me
I'm just
you,
saying
the
that.
guy with 0 girlfriends, is lecturing me, the guy with 1 girlfriend,
Well, that's why you have her.
to 0.
That's why you have her, because she knows you know your stuff. She knows you don't go around bullying people. She know you know your stuff, and she also knows that you're nice to her. And she also knows that the fact you don't go around bullying people, but if someone were to mess with her, you know what to do. That's why she likes you. If you went around bullying people, she wouldn't like you.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take your word for it, sir, Doyle, since you can't prove anything you're saying.
That's why she likes you. And she likes you too because you probably treat her very nice. Right? You treat her nice, right?
Well, I definitely don't want her to leave me.
Well,
So I do what I got to do, man.
you treat her nice. She also knows you can handle yourself in case something happens. You're not a bully. She likes that. She likes that.
She told you this.
No, but I can figure it out. It's not hard to figure out. Just take a rock size to figure it out. Girls like that. They like guys like that. They always did.
I heard that the thing that girls look for the most,
Yeah.
besides pre-selection, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
As far as looks go,
Yeah.
because we're training, you know.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's a ratio
Yeah.
of hips to shoulders.
Yeah.
I think.
Neither one of us have that. Neither one of us have it.
Well, the reason why I'm saying is because this exercise.
We'll do it. We'll do it
stimulates
first. We'll do it first.
that. We won't do it by itself. We still got to do other stuff, but
So, show me what I had to do. We'll both do it together.
Yeah.
Show me what I got to do, and we'll both do it together. Because obviously you know what to do. You just haven't been doing it all. I haven't done it at all. I need to learn from you, so we could do it together. We'll get that together, and we'll get it by you doing it. You teach me.
we're gonna train together. That's what I always do with my students. We're both.
And well,
it's
I'm
like we're both
improving.
fighters
But
training.
I'm improving. You're improving too.
Yep.
And you don't even know about you working out. You basically know every kind of workout you need for each thing. Some places you're not there yet because you haven't done it yet, but you basically know what to do with everything when it comes to working out. Am I right?
Yeah.
There's certain things you haven't done yet, right? And then,
I don't do a lot of bodybuilding.
but you know how.
I do more functional
But you
training.
know how.
Yeah, I know. What do I know? I know the basic lifts, and I would say I know how to program a workout.
Yeah.
The thing that I haven't done is complete a cycle where it's like an 8-week or sometimes more, but they usually nobody even does a 6-week body transformation.
But you know how.
It's
You know how to do it, right? I know you know how to do it. Just because you haven't done it yet doesn't mean you don't know how to do it, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
You know how to do it, and so if you know how to do it, you do it with me, we'll both do it.
Cha-ching.
So I know you know how to do it more than me.
Hey, you know what? Let's see your feet in line with this.
A lot of times people are teaching someone something, they learn at the same time they're teaching.
Yeah.
The same thing they're teaching someone, they're learning at the same time.
Facts.
Right? Am I right? When sometimes I'm teaching a kid a song on the guitar. Mm-hmm. It's a song that I don't know how to play.
Right.
It's not like I can't even begin to play, but I know how it's done. So when I'm teaching the kid, I'm learning the same song that he's learning with him.
You're making it up on the spot. I like it.
That's it. See, just because you can't do something yet, it doesn't mean you don't know how. It doesn't mean you can't learn while you're teaching.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
got you.
good teachers do that all the time.
Facts.
What?
Palms, not fingertips. Palms. Nice. 1. Good. Now you don't have to jump, but I want.
Okay, yeah, good. I won't have to
Okay,
jump.
because look, remember what I told you about the
Yeah.
the ratio? Okay, so the first part when you drop down, that's tightening this up. The second
I'm
part,
glad I don't have to
extending
jump.
like this.
I'm glad I don't have
No,
to
just
jump.
you do have to extend though. So
Yeah, I'll
you stand up
extend.
and go like this.
All right,
Everything's stretched.
but I don't have to jump.
Nice. 2.
It's much easier.
And then you count when you stand up.
3.
Loud.
2 more. 2 more.
Loud.
Oh, it's getting easier. No, it was much
You
very.
can't stand on the line, bro.
It was very hard. Oh, I gotta stand on the line. Okay.
Palms. Hips low. Nice. I'm trying to hear you, bro. 4.
5.
Score. Okay, have a seat.
I know. I notice
on
if
the
as you
concrete.
learn how to do it, it gets easier. If you don't know how to do something, it's harder. When you learn how to do it, it gets easier.
You want it to be easy, huh?
No, I'm just saying, if you know how to do it, you're gonna do it better. It's not gonna be hard for you.
It's not going to be hard. You don't think this is hard?
It is hard.
It says people was watching, though.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're alive.
I'm streaming with Sir Doyle. What do you mean?
No, I didn't see you somewhere else. You didn't call me back for a couple of days.
We're outside. We're outside. We're not in the
Sir Doyle
apartment.
says, where you at?
We're outside.
I'm in Pennsylvania on my palatial estate.
He's watching TV doing all.
What? I'm doing what? Repeat that. I know it was a joke. So what did you say?
I said you're watching TV, bro. You're watching daytime soap operas.
No, actually, I don't even have cable. I cut my cord about 10 years ago. I do own a TV, though.
You want to talk to Sir Doyle?
Yeah. Right up.
What's up, Doyle?
Well, guy.
No, go back to streaming. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right, bye.
Yeah, looking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18, 19,
19,
20,
20,
1,
21,
2,
22,
3,
23,
4, 24. 5. 25.
You know what though? I'm not even going into detail, but the Navy SEALs, they lied about that whole thing. And Obama was on charges, and he did something really bad, and we all know what it was. And they lied to get him off the charges. These military people knew what he did, and they lied to get him off the charges. I don't like that. They lied about Osama bin Laden's death to make him look like a hero so we get off the charges. They said they did something that was ordered by Obama that never happened to get Obama to look good so he would get off those charges. We all know what he did. I'm not going to say, I know you almost say what he did, but we all know what he did. I've said it on the show before. And they lied about Osama bin Laden, saying that he was killed by the Navy SEALs because they knew Barack Obama was on charges and they wanted him to get off the charges. And we all know what he did. We all know what Obama did. And they lied about that story so Obama would look like a hero so he would get off the charges. And everybody, that real people know that's true. Anybody from the inside of it knows that's true. That Obama did something really bad, some really bad things. We all know what they were. And they lied. They lied about that story, saying that Obama ordered all that to make Obama look like a hero. So
he wouldn't go down. He wouldn't have to face those charges. And they were serious charges, and we all know what they are. We all know what Obama did. Now they wanted him to get off the charges. They wanted Andrew Cuomo to get the charges. They went them all over. So mostly him. When he got elected again, he was a big hero, and that's the only reason why he got elected. And then they stopped the investigation. That makes me sick to my stomach. We all know what that man did, and what his friends did, and the Navy SEALs, our military, who's supposed to be defending our country, lied so that man would get off the charges with all his friends, get off the charges, and get elected again. Look like a hero, so they would get off the charges.
How's that, Sammy?
That is one thing that I will never forgive those people for. Well, I will eventually. I will never forget how evil that was. That lie. I will always look down upon the military because they did that. Because we all know what Obama did. I said it plenty of times on the show. We all know that he was no good. He did something really bad. And I'm not going to say what it is, but we said on the show plenty of times. Everybody knows we talk about it. And they wanted him to get off those charges. That's why they told that lie. They made up that story, and so that Barack Obama, they said Barack Obama ordered the operation, and made him look like a hero, and he got off the charges with him. And our military, who's supposed to be defending our country, did this for that person who really, we all know what he did, it was awful. And he lied to get him, they lied to get him off the charges. Doesn't it make you sick to your stomach? Knowing what, I told you what he did, I told the world what he did on YouTube. And that story about Osama bin Laden was to make him look like this hero and start this operation along with them to get this guy off the charges. They didn't care about these children or anything, did they? They didn't care. They know what he did. Why should I respect him? Why should you respect him? Why should anybody respect him? It's one thing to tell a bogus lie like that. It's another thing to do it and get somebody free from those serious charges. To do it with that intention and to do that. That's what it is. And you know, I want the world to know that they did that. And that we already know that Barack Obama did some really bad. And I
wait till after you do your set because I took the microphone off.
Okay.
I don't know how good the sound is going to be. You might have a good segment.
don't respect that.
Picked up.
I don't.
Just hold that thought.
Yeah.
On the respecting part. Do your set, and then you can walk over there and talk.
I'm not saying to you out of line, am I? I'm not saying anything.
No, I like how you're saying it. You know,
Yeah.
we know what he did, and you're not going into any details.
Well, I've said on the chat, I said on the
No,
phone.
yeah, we all
They
know.
know. We all know I said this.
We all know.
We
what
got
the
videos
pizza
of me talking
and hot
about it.
dogs mean.
Yeah.
Right?
So, and the fact that they lied to get us off the charges. And you know, I see the military people watching me say that. I don't care if they don't like what I'm saying.
Where's the military?
I don't, it's good flags.
What?
I don't care if they don't like what I'm saying. It's
Mom.
true.
Mother's mom.
It's true. I don't care if they don't like what I'm saying. It's true. But they lied to get them off the charges. Even the
You're
military.
mad that the military is not honorable?
I'm mad.
They're spies.
I'm
They're
mad that they
assassins.
lied to
They
protect that.
sacrifice their own.
So they're not good people.
It's war.
And you affect children like that? That's good. This guy,
Yeah.
this president, they weren't doing it for war. They were doing it to get this asshole off. And get him elected again. There's nothing war about it. That's awful. The military, I don't respect them. I don't respect them. I'm not donating money to wounded warriors. These guys lied so that Obama will get off the charges. And I worked hard on those, getting people to him on those charges.
Nice.
And it also made me look like an idiot.
One.
But everybody believed that bullshit. And they didn't believe me, and I was telling the truth.
Two.
Two. Three!
Three.
Four!
Four. The lower you can get your hips, the better you take down defense.
And I'm the fourth, right?
Nice. Five. And then up. No, not back. Up. Straighten everything. Done?
Yeah.
Okay, get your shoes.
Woo! What is that? 3 sets? I gotta pee, man.
And you know what? The military knows what he did, and I don't even have to. They don't even have to see us on camera. They already know why they lied, and they already know what he did, and they lied to get him off the charges. The military already knows that. So, if they don't like me saying this, if they're gonna know what I'm talking about, they shouldn't have done it. And
I'm gonna try and bring the camera further away from the
I really don't
Wi-Fi.
care if they like what I'm saying. They shouldn't have done that. No, I don't even have to say it. If you talk to the military and you say that to them, they know exactly what the guy did, and they know exactly that they lied to get him off the charge. They know it's all true, and they know exactly what he did.
Yeah.
We didn't tell them what they know. The military people heard me saying all that. They would not only know that I was telling the truth, but they would know exactly what they were saying when that man did what that man did. And that they lied to get him off. And that they know the charges he was on, and they know what he did. And they don't care about that. I don't care about their reputation. They don't want their reputation tarnished. They don't like it being said. I don't care. They don't care about what that man did and how he should have been locked up. I don't care about them or their reputations.
One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19.
20,
20.
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. You good? Yeah. There's something you're doing on Montana Bay I don't agree with either. Because I understand that the people did things to our soldiers, but we're gonna.
You gonna wait for me?
What?
You gonna wait for me?
Yeah. We're gonna stoop that low, and we're gonna do the same thing to their soldiers. Not only they weren't going to elect him again for president if that didn't happen, if that lie didn't happen, but he was on charges. He was on charges. Like we all know what he did. He's on charges, and they not only that, but they weren't going to elect him again. He knew he wasn't going to get elected, so he was going to drop out of the race, and then he had fake charges.
Low volume.
And
So we got.
that story, it was a bullshit story, and it made him look so good.
Master
And they
Duke.
all wanted to vote for him, they all wanted him in again, and he got away with everything. He became president, he got away with it. The only reason why they wanted him in again is because of that story. Without that story, he was such an unpopular president that he wasn't even going to run again. He wasn't going to, he said, I'm not going to elect again, I know it, he wasn't going to run. Then that fake story came up about South Black. And that's when he ran again, and not only won, but he got off the charges. He didn't have to face the charges. That was a whole idea of getting him elected again, so he wouldn't have to face the charges. They were kissing that man's ass. And he knew what he did. And they fought like hell with that story. They told that story, and they lied, kept on changing it. Everyone should have known it was bullshit, but they didn't. And they knew that America was stupid. They knew they could make people look make us believe a stupid thing like that. They knew they could do it, and they did it so that because they knew he was going to get Barack Obama elected again. So I don't. Where they're going to get him elected. And it worked. It worked. Everybody believed their bullshit story. Obama got elected again. But you know what? Hospitalgate will find you. Barack Obama, U.S. military. Hospitalgate will find you. Ding. Okay. got up here. Like,
Hands in line for the.
oh, yes. Okay. Not for me.
One. Two.
Better at it.
Three.
Get better at it.
4.
One more.
5.
There's that shadow. I should say I'm doing what we're going to do. We'll go to. When I get to we'll go to the next one. Right now.
Your first time. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Switching.
If I can do half of what you're doing, I can talk. Right now.
People just want to be accomplished. They don't want to grind.
Well, I'm glad I'm doing better. I'm working on it, and I'm gonna get better. But right now, I'm not there. Far from there. If I can do half of what you're doing, then I got a good start.
Half is 13.
Yeah. Right now, I did 5 is my first time. Maybe next time I'll do 30.
Maybe next time we do 7. Maybe next time we do 9.
Yeah, better. Yeah.
10.
Yeah. We're gonna slowly, right?
I mean, you can, man. Last set. We're going to do push-ups.
Okay.
You know what's good for that? We'll go inside after this. I got something.
Just loose, it's wobbly, it's like nothing help me, it's like so pulled out. If something's just pulled out,
I'm going to take down the inflammation.
but it'll come back.
It won't hurt us. It's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be bothering me as much.
Okay.
You want?
Alright.
Not to do it.
My new information's gonna come back, I'll take it.
It's just a natural anything done.
I'll take it exactly where it's at. What are we gonna do that RFK thing when we have signed it out?
Got it.
You did it already?
No, I got the sign.
That's next, we see if this next sentence too. If this next sentence. Right? We have one more sentence. If this sentence, we put everything away, and we don't. Well, I don't think it's anywhere near 6 now. We got a couple hours before that.
We're a couple hours when we came out.
What do we got now? An hour? An hour's good. We'll do it for an hour. You don't want to do it for an hour? We're gonna do sometime because we'll get way too long.
Leave it up to the chat. You guys want us to go with the RFK ballot, or should we do push-ups? One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15.
Wait till I jump.
16.
No, that was 15. Now,
16.
17. 18. 19. 20. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
And 1 for good luck.
I tell you, I see a lot of fighters that are built like bodybuilders, so I think that these exercises alone is going to do something to your body. What do you call it? The MMA training alone is going to do something nice. Maybe not real body. It's going to be similar to bodybuilding. You look at Tyson, it's very similar to bodybuilding. You look at a lot of boxers, they're very similar to bodybuilding. I think your training is going to. Well, I think do this and do this. I think the dojo will something wrong. Well, we gotta work out the weights too. I'm just saying. Why did the bodybuilding too? We're still exercising. It's not like we're doing mixed martial arts, we're not exercising, you know? You exercise, you're gonna get built, right? Any kind of exercise. Even if you look at basketball players, they're skinny, but they're all wiry, and they got that wiry built because they're strong, because basketball is an exercise. Gymnasts are all built. Figure skaters are all built. All of them. Athletes are going to have nice bodies. Any athlete. Am I right? Any athletes can have a nice body?
Facts. One, do a 1 set max, so Doyle. 2.
2. 3.
3.
2 more.
4.
5.
5. 1 set max, Sir Doyle.
What's that back? Do
Is
another
that all
one?
you got? You got this.
That's right. 5. Okay.
6. Woo! 7. New record. Ooh, 8. Are you okay? You hurt something? Don't hurt yourself, bro.
That was so hard to jump. 9.
8.
8.
We can go with it. We can look at the tape.
Okay.
See what you got. That's
Right.
it?
Try
You get a
again.
9? One more for good luck, Sir Doyle.
try to
Why
do
are you
10.
so far back?
I'll
You're gonna
try-
fall
I'll try-
off.
I'll try to do
Put your
10.
hands up here.
Try to do
2 more. 9. 10.
10. Maybe 10.
Woo-hoo! New
Am I right?
record.
Am I right that you need exercise people that you want? They need exercise?
Woo-hoo.
You need
Yeah,
exercise?
that's a growth hormone exercise, bro.
Wouldn't there should any kind of exercises in the middle of your body?
Different
Not just
exercises do
bodybuilding.
different things.
If you look at all athletes, any of
Am I wearing a bra? No, it's called a cutoff, Londos.
them, you look at any athlete,
Cutoff shirt.
they're all,
You wouldn't be wearing something like this. I know that.
any athlete's going to be cut up and built. Any athlete. When my sister was doing figure skating, she was cut up in muscle.
5:30. No, we don't have time for the.
We don't?
Sorry.
That's how we do push-ups. Alright, I need to do push-ups.
New record. All right, you have a seat. I'll go first.
Yeah. You know who did who did the martial arts? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You did martial arts?
Yeah, I seen him in the movies. He just had fight scenes in the movies. He was kicking and blocking and everything.
Kicking? I don't think so.
Yeah, he was in the movies. He did a movie. He did a movie called Total Recall. No, he did another movie where he's in the mall. He was in the-
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, I'm bringing my head to my hand.
Yeah.
See that? Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
You do more. 16.
16,
Try 17. 17.
17.
Try one more if you can do one more. 18.
18,
Try one more. Oh, you got it.
19.
20. You 20.
Kia!
You did it. I know I can't do that, but I know how to hype someone. I'm gonna be a hype man, trying to get you to. I was told that you see someone working out, you do that to get them to hurt you more. Let me see.
You do
Oh, yeah.
10.
There was a movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a mall. He was in a mall, and they were trying to get him out of the mall or to do something to arrest him or something. Yeah. And all the security guys was coming after him. The first security guard goes to his girlfriend. You want to see me kick some ass? And she smiles and went after Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Arnold Schwarzenegger started there, riding moves. She started kicking him, everything. And the guy just went down. And the girlfriend got him joking. And then the other security guards coming after him. He's doing the same thing. So I think he knows martial arts. And I seen him with Commando. He's doing fighting with Commando. All these movies, they had him fight scenes. I think he knew how to box and he knew to do mixed martial arts. He knew the arts. I think he was a kickboxer.
Wow.
Nobody really knows kickboxing. You see the movies and pay attention. He does fight scenes in those movies. And I'm not saying the fight scenes are real, but if you can fake it, you can do it. Am I right? You can fake it, you can do it.
There's other factors, because when you have a fight scene, just like when you do pro wrestling, there's a predetermined outcome.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as fighting.
No, but
Fighting is the
moves
X
are the
factor.
same. The moves are the same. It's not the same, but the moves are the same.
Okay.
He still was kicking at people and punching. He was doing the moves. Maybe he couldn't be contacted. Maybe that'd be a different story. Maybe he's not. He hasn't experienced that. But the moves are the same, right? The moves were real. The wrestling are real too. You're not. The fights aren't real, but the moves.
You don't dress like a girl?
What?
Okay.
Who's that? Londo's saying that to you?
Football players wear these things.
Londo's is saying that?
Football players wear them under their shoulder pads for really hot training. So there you go. It's not for girls.
I had to say something. I had to say this. I've been holding this back. Londos, I know you're mad at Luke for what he said to you. I get it. I get it. I was mad for what he said to me that day. But you're going overboard, Londos. You're going overboard. You gotta let up on the guy. You're mad. You were mad. That's when you had a legit reason. But now, you won't stop. This is what a year ago? Was it a year ago? It was a year ago. It was over a year ago. Get over it, Londos. Stop picking on the guy. Stop picking on the guy. That happened over a year ago. I forgot about it. Why don't you?
I'll go get the mics.
Maybe that's why he didn't apologize to you. Maybe that's why he didn't apologize to you. Because he knew you were going to drag this on anyway. Knock it off on us. You know what? He never apologized to me either. But he did say to me that he wouldn't say it again. Right? He did say to me he wouldn't do it again. And that was enough for me. That's an apology right there. They say to you, look, I don't have to apologize. I know what I did wrong, and I won't do it again. He said that to me. And he said that to him too, right?
Probably.
Now, I don't know, Londos, if he said that to you, if he said, look, I know what I know. I'm not going to do it again, and that's to me that he wasn't going to say that about my wife again, the wife at the time, and he said he knew it was wrong, and he's not going to say it again. He didn't have to apologize. He said, but he said I know it was wrong, and I'm not going to do it again. That's really an apology right there. So if he says that to you, then look, maybe what I said to you was wrong, or it was, and not for anything. The only thing I'm going to say to you is it won't happen again. And if it doesn't happen again, is that good enough for you? Right?
I'll let you know
The
what he
thing
says.
is, if a person does something and they know not to do it again, and they say they're not going to do it again, and they don't, right there is better than any apology, right? Because your actions are speaking louder than words. If the person apologizes to you and they go back and do it again, they're not really sorry because their actions don't show it. He might have not said he was sorry, but his actions showed it. And he never did it again. Now, all he really should say to you is, look, I know what it was. I'm not going to do it again. And that should be enough for you. It was enough for me when he said it to me. And you know, Rondo's...
Let's get 10, so Doyle.
He never said anything like that to me again, and I know he's never said anything like that to you.
There you go.
After that. So therefore, his actions show that he was sorry for what he said. He just had Lukey has a hard time, right, expressing himself. He had a hard time with his dad, and he has a hard time expressing himself. So it doesn't mean that he's not a real person and that when he does something wrong, he's not sorry. He just has trouble expressing himself. But one thing I know about Lukey, actions speak louder than words. And when he never did these things again, it meant that he was sorry and he never did it again. He corrected the problem. Correcting the problem is better than an apology, right?
Makes sense to me.
If he said to you that he knows it was wrong, you would say that to him, right? And I'm not going to do it again, and that's what you're going to say. Would you say that to him?
I said that.
You did say it to him. He did say it to you.
I was wrong, and I won't do it again.
See? He said it. He said it.
There we go. How about your push-ups?
He said it. He said it.
Actions speak louder than words.
That's right. You never did it again anyway. You never did it again. You never talked to me like that again. I never heard you say anything like that. You never said anything like that to me again. Should be over.
And yet, we're just getting started. How about 10?
I'll try, yeah. Oh, this is my first 10, right?
So you bring your head towards one hand.
Okay.
Go to your knees. Nope. Hold on. Pull up. Push all the way up. Stay on your knees. No, come back up. Come back up. Stay on your knees. Okay, head to hand. And push all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, stop.
8.
Okay, now hold on. Go back down.
Okay. I did something wrong.
This is going to be... No, you didn't do something wrong. It's called negatives.
Okay.
Stay on your knees. Stay on your knees. Okay, now bring your hand to touch your head. Your head to touch your hand. And then just stay at the bottom. You got to touch it. Stay at the bottom.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Just go all the way down like you're laying down.
All over this thing.
Just lay down on your head on your hand.
I can't.
Don't push up.
I can't do it.
Just lay on your belly. Watch. I'm showing you.
Belly might be able to do it, mate.
Okay. Lay on your belly. Head on the mat. Head on your hand. Sorry. Head on your hand. Okay. Now bring it. There you go. And now come down. There you go.
Now I got it.
Is it hard to push up or easy?
No, I got it. It's easier. 5, 6, 7, 8.
He said he wants a written and notarized.
Oh, come on, Rondos. Knock it off already. Knock it off.
I'm gonna make a certificate with the freaking gold ribbon on it.
I figured as you said
That's
daddy.
how rare it is.
I figured if you said dad, he would surely let it go. You said that and he still wouldn't let it go. When you said that to me, I let it go.
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Come on.
13,
15,
16,
16.
17,
Come on.
17,
17.
18,
18. Come on.
19, 19,
19.
20,
Sa.
21.
Kia.
Now, I'm going to say something else to you on this. I read the Bible, and I'm better versed in the Bible than you, or him, or anybody else. And I know the Bible better than anyone, any of you. And I know in the Bible, and the Bible's true. I know enough about the Bible. Go to church, I know it's true. I know that Christianity's real. I know that Christianity is the real faith, and I know that everything the Bible says is true. In the Bible, it states, and it says this on plenty of scriptures, you hold malice against anyone for any reason. You don't forgive. I mean, unconditionally. Even if the person, the enemy is not sorry, you're still supposed to forgive. And you die in unforgiveness. And you have something against someone. Whether it be a friend, like Lukey, or whether it be an enemy, or anyone, for anything they did. My daughter got gang raped and I had to forgive. You hold malice against anybody for anything, you're going to burn in hell. And you want to go to hell for something trivial, like what Lukey said to you. He already made amends, never did it again, just made amends, and he never did it again. And you want to go to hell because you're angry at him for that. Compared to some things that happen to other people, it's trivial. It's trivial. My daughter was gang raped. What Lukey said to me and Lukey said to you was trivial compared to that. Very trivial. And I had to forgive. They killed my father. I had to forgive them. I had to forgive all these horrible things. You mean to tell me you're that much of a hard ass that you can't let go of something trivial like what happened to Lukey and you or me? Or you can't let that go? I had to forgive people that murdered people that I knew. I know people that I know the President Obama. He did things to children that I was totally sure I'd forgive that. And when you come here, I'll tell you what he did. All right. The military lied to get him off the charges. I had to let that go. Sometimes I get annoyed, but I still let it go. They gang raped my daughter. That's why I don't like people that do things like that. I never did, but that's what really got me so passionate about it. And I had to forgive the people that did this to my daughter, forgive all the people that were doing to the other kids in the hospital. Yes, I'm still going after them. Yes, I still want them locked up, but I'm not harping on it. It doesn't bother me every single day, like what you're complaining about, Lukey. Every single day you harp on this, and it's really trivial compared to all this. You harp on it, you make more of it than it is. He's even gone as far as to say, look, I'm not going to do it again, it was wrong, and you're still harping on it. And you compare that to all the things that I just said that were done to me and my family, my kids. And I had to let this go. Do you really think that you should be going around with that attitude over something that trivial? Because it was trivial. Compared to the things that I just mentioned, it's trivial. And this guy's your friend. These people that I had to forgive meant nothing to me. They were trash, and I still had to forgive them. Lukey is your friend. So, you're going to go around with this chip on your shoulder. Yeah, don't get me, it was bad what he said to you. I'm not going to say it wasn't bad. But if you compare it to the things people do to other people, like what I just mentioned to you, it's trivial. Let it go. What he said to me was bad too, but I let it go because it was trivial compared to what other things that went on. And you can't handle somebody disappointing you like that, like he did, which was no big deal. Now, how are you going to handle a big disappointment when you have it? How are you going to handle it when something really happens that's bad? Something really bad happens. You can't forgive him.
Elijah.
You can't forgive him. Then you're not going to be able to forgive anyone that might do you real harm. And you know what? You know on this? If you don't forgive, you're going to go to hell. Anybody that doesn't forgive. It says in the Bible. I know the Bible better than anyone here.
Right, I'll tell you what he said after you do your push-ups.
All right. Well, I know better the Bible than my pastor. I know better. People out here, I know the Bible better than her.
I'll tell you what he said. He responded to you.
He did?
Yeah.
He said something positive?
Face that way.
He said something positive?
I'm going to tell you what he said.
Oh. Did you like it?
It's worth noting.
Good. Then he's learning. You're saying he's worth noting. Is he something positive? He's learning. That's good.
I said it's worth noting that he said something.
That's good too.
Okay, head to hand. 1, 2. You can touch to the floor like before. 3. Nice. 4. Oh, you did it good on the 5. 6. You're not going all the way down anymore. Touch your head. 8. 9. This one go all the way down. Just touch your head and stay on the floor. Touch your head to your hand. Good. Now push up. 1. Head to the other hand.
Okay.
That didn't count. Go all the way and lay on the floor. It's called the hand release push up.
Okay.
Head to the floor. Head to your hand though. Now push up. Head to the other hand. Now push up. That's military push ups. Military push ups is head to the floor.
Okay.
All right. That's only 2 sets. I don't think we're gonna have enough time for 5. I wanted to do 100, but you're talking forever. My turn. Have a seat.
I just want him to get the message. That's all.
Have a seat.
Did he get the message?
We're here.
Did he get the message?
What he said was that what I said was not trivial.
So he's not learning it. I'm not saying trivial, Londas. I'm saying compared to some other things that could happen. I'm not saying it was trivial. It was a bad thing he said.
1.
The bad thing he said to me too. It was terrible. But compared
3
to what some people do to people
4
and things that go on, it's trivial.
5.
I'm making a comparison, Londas. Compared to the things
7.
that I told you, it's trivial. Compared to things that could really happen to you that are bad, it's trivial. It wasn't a nice thing. It wasn't trivial. It was a horrible thing he said. But it wasn't so bad. It was far from the worst thing that could ever happen to you. What happens when something bad happens to you, Londos?
12.
You couldn't forgive him. What if somebody, I'm not done for it. What if someone kills or rapes someone in your family?
14.
And then you can't forgive him.
15.
You won't be able to forgive them. And you'll really burn in hell.
16.
Learn how to forgive him. And then if something else happens like that, God forbid,
17.
That person. Because you'll learn forgiveness.
18.
Forgiveness starts small. First you have to forgive things.
19.
First you got to forgive the small things. And you work your way up to
20.
Before I forgave all that, those big things, I started forgiving little things. Like things that people say to me. And then I started forgiving the other stuff. You can't forgive him, then I'm sure there are people a lot worse than him, did things a lot worse. They haven't forgiven yet. Well, you're not going to be able to forgive them till you forgive him. You can't even forgive him. You're not going to forgive them.
Okay.
And you know what that means, Londos? You're dying in forgiveness and you're burning in hell. Is anybody worth that? Is he even worth that? Am I worth that? Is he worth that? Am I worth that? Am I worth burning in hell? Is he worth burning in hell? Is anyone worth burning in hell?
All right, I'm gonna have to leave soon. We got time for one or two
Is
more.
Lukey worth burning in hell? Am I worth burning in hell? Is anybody worth that? Are we worth that? Is anybody worth that? Good or bad? Lukey's not worth that. I'm not worth that. Nobody's worth that. Hell is a burning ember. Cankerworms is awful. And you don't forgive, that's where you go. He's not worth that. I'm not worth that. Nobody's worth it, right? Right?
It's a fate worse than push-ups.
Nobody's worth that, Londos. Not me, not Lukey, no one. Forgive and forgive unconditionally. Okay. All right.
Head to hand. 1, 2. Try and bring your hips up. 3. Nice. Knees and then hips. 4. Nice. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Nice set.
That pulls up the hips, right? Takes down the stomach and move over.
Yeah, even though this is more of a upper body workout,
Yeah.
it's still a full body workout. You get it?
Yeah.
Just like the exercise we just did before was more of a leg workout, but it's still full body. That's when you get the hormone release. All right, 2 more sets, and then I got a jet. You have bus fare, or should I call you an Uber?
Call me an Uber. I need to get back because I might have to go to what do you call it? Hempstead work. So I need to get back fast. I really enjoyed the workout though.
I can't afford getting Uber every time.
This is once because I want to be at Hempstead Works real quick. Is that all right? If you don't want to do it,
You're not going to Hempstead Works. It's 6 o'clock, bro.
Oh, then I'll take a bus.
I'm saying I'll get it for you, but I can't do it every time.
All right.
It's $20.
I'll take the bus. If I'm not having Hempstead Works, that's the only reason why I want back. I'll take the bus. I don't want to take all your money.
We'll plan it for next time. You could take the bus back.
All right.
Tonight, since I sprung it on you, I'll get it for you.
Oh, thanks.
I'll get you the Uber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7, 8, 9,
10, 10, 10. 10,
10,
11, 11,
11,
12. No, okay. 12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15. Come on.
16,
16,
17. You can 20 again.
17,
18, 18,
18,
19,
19.
One more.
Kira.
One more. 20.
Kira.
You know, no. I'm only saying this because I want this kind of body. I have no butt, and I don't have the right. I got the better hips, and I have no butt. Even when I was bodybuilding and I had a perfect build on me, I didn't have a butt. You have that, and you have the hips. So you must be doing something right too to get the butt and the hips, and that's what I want too. I want to have so I have a butt. The girls like my butt, and then I have hips. because that's a part of your build. You don't have that, it affects the way you look as a bodybuilder.
Okay.
That's why I want to get hips, and I don't only want to get hips, I want a butt. And you have both, so I think I can learn from you. What do you do to get that? What are you going to do? The butt and the hips?
The butt and the hips are the first one.
That the first one? Okay.
And also there's, we can't do them today, but there's another one. It's called Romanian deadlift.
Yeah. See, I want the stomach to go down, but I also want the hips to get bigger and the butt to get bigger. Because I know that's important.
Are you ready for me to call this lift, or do you have stuff upstairs?
I'll get stuff upstairs.
Okay. So do your last set.
All right.
And then you can go up and get your stuff.
Okay.
After your last set, I'll call the lift.
All right. Well, I got to get the stuff first before you call it.
No, it'll be here.
Oh, okay.
You know, by the time you get down.
Okay. Gotcha.
$20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. That's how much I did.
Come on, you got 3 more, bro.
Okay.
I'm doing my full set. You do your full set.
Okay.
Now you gotta do extra. 1 set max for those. Your last set. Do as many as you can. Don't stop till you get it. 8, 9, 10. How many you got? 11. How many you got? 12. How many you got? Ooh, don't hurt yourself now. Okay, and you can put your shoes on too when you sit.
Okay. You can tell by the way I fell that I did the max that I can do.
$25 is costing me.
If I didn't fall like that, maybe I could have done more, but if I tripped like that, I mean,
Put your okay, you are.
I did more than I could do. And then the next time I do, I'll do more. I don't want to hurt myself. If I trip like that, I think it's time to stop.
I got one more set for 100, and then I got a jet. Let me get your microphone
I'm
before.
glad that we did this workout. I'm glad. Let me do the other workout. This workout was in a way harder, but in a way easier. It was hard. The exercise was harder, but it was more. The other exercise we did was more strenuous on the lungs. It was harder on the lungs because I had to crawl across the floor and go long. This was more like a bodybuilding exercise that I'm used to doing. The other exercise was harder because I was doing fast. We had to move fast pace. You had to go all across the floor. 2. And you did it 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. These are warm up. 15. Do it again. Do it 15. Do another one. Push yourself. 16. Come on. Keep on pushing. 17. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. 18. Come on. 19. Look at me. You do 20. 19. Come on. You can do it. 20. Push yourself. 20. One more. Push yourself. One more. Push yourself. 1. Kia. 2. Kia. There's 22. Better than me. Of course you're better than me. You're doing it wrong.
Coke.
You're a professional fighter. Of course you're gonna do better than me.
All right, run upstairs and get your stuff because we got.
This exercise is more anaerobic, and the other exercise is more aerobic. And that's why the other exercise was harder for me. Because I'm used to doing anaerobic stuff. I'm not used to doing aerobic stuff.
Yeah.
Going fast paced like that, crawling all across the floor, that's all to do with the lungs. I don't have that kind of energy. But I can do stuff like weight training and stuff like this better than that because I'm used to it. I'm not used to doing aerobics. Aerobics. I'm not used to doing aerobics. Aerobic workouts, I'm not used to. I gotta get used to it. Because when I went to the gym, that's all I really did was weight lift, push-ups, stuff like that. Like this stuff. But when I did dojo, that was the aerobic exercise that I'm not saying I can't get good at, but I'm not used to it.
Okay.
And it's much harder. You know what I mean? It's much harder. Doing anaerobic exercise is a lot harder than aerobic. Aerobic, you have to really have energy and be in shape.
Let me, so you can keep your shoes on. Let me just go see what you got up here.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember you coming with much.
And you're doing both. You're doing anaerobic and aerobic. You're good at both. I'm not. I gotta learn. You know what I mean? I gotta learn. Of course you're gonna be good at aerobic too because you wouldn't in those fights you do like 15 rounds sometimes you gotta last. That takes a lot of aerobics. And you had a sprint that takes a lot of anaerobics. So you were doing both at the same time. And I don't know how to do that yet. But I can learn. I think the last time, didn't I? I mean, that's great, but I feel a lot better tonight. I was able to do it.
More chocolate or you good?
I'm gonna aerobic exercises. You don't know what you're doing. That's some of the hardest thing to do. When we got in that ring, and you fought 15 rounds, you were doing a lot of aerobics. A lot of anaerobics, but also a lot of aerobics. I know how you did it. You lasted 15 rounds, not just hitting, but running around the ring at full speed. Pretty good. Tip my hat to you. Maybe one day, we'll work out, I'll be able to do it. Not now. 15 rounds in a ring? I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. Not anyone does that. Not Mike Tyson does that. I don't know how anyone does that. Don't get me wrong, you do weight training and aerobics, it's hard. You have to push yourself. But if you compare it to an aerobic exercise like that, no comparison.
Alright, here's your.
You weren't just doing aerobics, you were doing anaerobics at the same time. You were doing both simultaneously at the same time.
Go downstairs because the guy's here. Wait for me.
That's why I don't get in street fights. That's why you tell me not to get in street fights.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm not strong and I know how to fight, I don't have the kind of stamina. If I tried to get into a street fight, and the guy was fighting me, I'd lose my breath and I would get hurt, wouldn't I? I would get seriously hurt, wouldn't I? That's why I would get seriously hurt. That's why you were telling me that. Because if I get into a street fight, I wouldn't last. I would lose my energy, and the guy would kill me, hurt me. Am I right? Is that why you said that?
If you got into a street fight, anything could happen.
But I couldn't get into a street fight because I would get seriously hurt because I don't have the stamina to do that. Is that why you said that?
Stamina's a huge part of it, bro.
You knew I didn't
In
have
a
the
real
stamina.
fight, I mean, in a street fight, I don't know. There's a lot of stamina involved.
In a real fight, yeah. That's why you told me not to fight with anyone. They're saying we can't go on a fight. You don't have to. You can't do that. And I didn't understand. But I thought about it. And I thought about the anaerobic aerobic. And I said to myself, you know what? He's right. If I fought with any of these guys, that I might have been better than them and everything. But they were young people. I'm an old man, and they have stamina that I don't have. And if I lose my stamina, they're going to take me out, right? So if I learn how to get my stamina up, and even then I won't fight a street fight because I don't believe in that. But maybe I'll learn how to do point fighting and do that and learn all that stuff. Maybe if I'm with a girlfriend or a wife and they're in trouble, maybe I'll be able to do something. Right now, I'm a sitting duck. Because it's like you said, you saw me in the gym. You weren't saying that you saw me in the gym and I wasn't good. You were saying that you saw me in the gym and I was getting tired and I had no stamina. That's why you said that. Now I understand.
Cha-ching. Okay, so this is your ride.
You
want to say goodbye to this chat?
I said it before. Barack Obama, Andrew Cuomo, Hillary Clinton, the U.S. military, Hospitalgate will find you. I hope this message is informative to you.